Yo, what is up, you guys? I'm International Passport here again for yet another classic live stream. Can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat if my audio is clear. Let me know right now. Can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me clearly? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me clearly. Can you hear me? Awesome. Thank you, Deshaun Wilson. Thank you. James Kenson. Thank you. Let's break it down. I'm International Passport. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I speak about brothers wanting to travel, brothers wanting to invest in stocks and crypto. I push that heavily. So if you're new to my channel, expect that heavily. Foreign woman, passports, stocks, and crypto. All right. In this live stream, we're going to talk about the different Black women that you can come across, because recently I got a DM on Instagram saying, from a guy saying, I'm tired of Black women in America, blah, blah, blah. I'm tired. And I get that. I get that. But a lot of you brothers need to know that there's more to Black women than Keisha from the block. Let me repeat myself. There is more to Black women than Keisha from the block. You brothers are too obsessed with women in your community. And it's all fine and well if you prefer Black women. You know, in my opinion, Black women are my number one choice. So I'm okay. I'm okay. Charles Jones. So everyone's pressing one if they can hear me clearly on my audio. Can you hear me clearly, Charles Jones? So you brothers need to stop worrying about Black American women if you're a Black American guy. And for Black British men, stop worrying about Black British women. Okay? The topic of this live stream is there is more to Black women than Keisha around the block. So what does that mean? What does that title mean? Okay? What I'm saying there is there's more to Black women than Black American women. Okay? Black American women are not the only Black women that you can go for. Let me repeat myself for you guys who can't hear me at the back. There is more to your community than Black American women. So please stop stressing out over, Keisha, she broke my heart. Savannah, she broke my heart. Sharkeisha, she broke my heart. Brothers, I get that. I understand if Black women are your only preference. That's cool with me. But let me tell you this right now. There are Black women all around the world. Okay? There are feminine, beautiful Black women, especially in Germany. So you brothers who are concerned about culture differences, oh man, I can't date a Black woman from Africa. I get that. So you want the next best thing, a Black woman from the West. Guess what? Germany is in the West, and they have many gorgeous Black women who are feminine, who are cooperative, who will support you, who are easy to approach. There's no attitude, I'm an independent woman, blah, blah, blah. I don't need no man. That's not there in Germany. Okay? You brothers, stop stressing out over women in your community. Like Charles Jones said, Black Brazilian women are surprisingly facts. Absolute facts, you know? For many reasons. And I prefer to date Black women who are not from England when it comes to Black women. That's my preference. And the reason why for that is because feminism has taken over the UK. And of course, it's taken over black women in the UK. And I know my brothers in America are experiencing the same issue that I experience in the UK in terms of dating. So I'm not stressed out if I can't get the black woman in my community. Germany is only 2 hours away from me, and they have beautiful black women over there. They got mixed race, beautiful black women over there. So I'm good over here. Time and again, brothers are hitting me up on Instagram saying, man, I'm tired of the black woman in America. And I get that, bro. I get that. But guess what? There's black women in Japan as well. They didn't tell you that, did they? There's black women in Japan. And those half black, half Japanese women in Japan are some of the best looking women I've ever seen. And of course, they're checking for brothers. Charles Jones, I'm gonna put you on blast. From what I've gathered, black Brazilian women are the bipolar opposite of Keisha. There you go. There you go. So you don't have to deal with Keisha in your community. You don't have to deal with Sharkeisha in your community. You know, it's black women are everywhere. There are many feminine black women all around the world. Stop stressing out over women in your community, which is why I keep telling you, brothers, to get your passports. Get your passports. I don't understand. Get your passports. You know, you don't have to date any American woman. That's fine. I tell you, make your money in dollars and spend your money abroad. That's the movement nowadays. That is the way. This is the way. You know, we're not 2021, we're not stressing over Keisha. Guys, we've got 30 people here right now. Hit the like button. I want to see 30 likes. Okay, hit the like button. Shout out to my old subscribers. Shout out to my new subscribers. If you're having trouble trying to find my videos or missing out posts or live stream notifications for my channel, please press the bell button next to the subscribe button, which means that you will get every notification from me in the future. Hit the like button, brothers. All right? It's crazy to me. It's like some of you brothers have not left your country. You've not left your state. You've not left your basement. You've not even left your house. Because if you actually travel, you would know that you would not be stressing over black women in America. Let me repeat that. If you have traveled, you would not be stressing over black women in America. Because you know that there are black women in Brazil, there are black women in the wonderful land of Colombia, there are black women in Africa, of course, there are even black women in Morocco. And let me tell you guys a story, all right? So I was in Morocco, last year, and I met with a chick, and then she went to some designer store to buy some designer bags. Cool. But I didn't pay for it, of course. I ain't no simp. If she wants to buy a designer bag, that's her money. So I'm just sitting down waiting for the girl to pick her bag so I can leave and smash, of course. And there was a black woman in the store that was working there, and she was gorgeous in Morocco. She was smiling at me. She was giving me choosing signals, but I couldn't approach her then because I was with another girl. But if I was on my ones by myself, I would have approached her. I would definitely have approached her. Brothers need to calm down with this, black American women, this, blah, blah, blah. It's cool. It's all good. Get your passports, travel, and you will meet a lot more feminine black women. I keep telling you this, America and the UK are different beasts. They're different beasts. The women there, they're done for, in my opinion. You know? And I don't want to be involved in that scenario. So I have my passports. And you brothers should be getting your passports. That should be your number one priority. It's crazy. There's more to a black woman than Keisha in the hood. Keisha is not the end all be all. Get your passports. I don't want to see no more complaining about blah, 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 black women this. That's only in America. Let's not generalize here, okay? Because when I was in Germany a couple years ago, every black woman I met there were feminine. Every black woman I met there were approachable. You have reggae festivals, you have hip hop festivals where it is so easy to meet a dime feminine black chick. But they don't tell you this. They don't tell you this. You know? They tell you that the women in America are the best. They're more educated, blah, blah, blah. They have PhDs. They tell you that the women in England are the best, blah, blah, blah. They're more educated because they're in the West. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. You brothers are still stuck in the matrix. That's all I can say. Because once you break the matrix, you see behind the curtains. You see what goes on. And then you're like, I don't want to play this game. Shout out to Donovan Jr. Hit the like button, please. Facts. Guys, hit the like button. This right here is a classic live stream. I'm giving you guys game. Free game. Hit the like button. We got 40 people right now live. I want to see 40 likes. You know? Brothers need to understand that black women are everywhere. You got black women in Japan who are half Japanese, half black. And put a one in the chat if you've seen a gorgeous half black, half Japanese woman. Because to me, they are beautiful. Has anyone dealt with a half black, half Japanese woman? Oh. I got a brother right there in Japan, and he showed me his girl. She was half black, half Japanese. Crazy. She was gorgeous. You know? And of course, they're checking for brothers. And of course, they want the smooth talking, well-dressed brother. Something women in America don't want. Something women in America do not want. Why are you changing yourself to attract women who are not feminine? That makes no sense to me. If you're not a hood boy, if you're not a multiple baby mama maker, if you don't rap about killing other black people, if you don't harm other black people, then don't change yourself to attract the wrong woman in your life. You know? I'm saying brothers go broke to get a Western woman, blah, blah, blah. You don't need to do that. Because guess what? There are more to black women than Keisha from the block. Keisha is not the end all be all. You don't have to date women from North Carolina because you're from North Carolina. You don't have to date women from Houston, Texas because you're from Houston, Texas. Or because mom said that you gotta date an American black girl because mom said so. Tell your mom no, mom. Okay? Mom, I want a feminine black woman. Therefore, I'm getting my passport to travel to meet feminine black women. Any black mom should applaud her son for doing that. Any black mom should be encouraging her son to get his passports to meet better black women. Because I speak with older black women in this country and they tell me that the younger black women nowadays, they don't know. They're asking me, international passport. Why do all these young black women act like this nowadays? They're not feminine. They can't cook. What's going on? I told them, I don't know. I have my passport. You know, it's crazy out here. It's crazy out here. Hit the like button, guys. This is a classic live stream. It's crazy. Hey, I'm gonna put Charles Jones on blast. My mom finally realized that I will most likely not end up with a black woman. I already told her that her daughter-in-law will have a foreign accent. Shout out to Charles Jones, man. Call in later on, bro. Hey, you're a legend, bro. Facts, you know? And even if Charles Jones did, end up with a black woman, I guarantee you Charles Jones will not end up with a American black woman. He will mostly end up with a Colombian black woman or a Brazilian black woman. You know? So miss me with this Keisha stuff from the block. Stop dealing with them. I told you guys, you don't have to deal with any woman in your country. You can live there, but you can simply ignore the woman there. What you should do is be traveling every few weeks or every few months, making your connections all around the world so that the next time you go to Germany, you have a place to stay. You don't have to pay for Airbnb or hotel. You got a dime chick who will allow you to live in her apartment. You don't have to do all this. Make your money in America and travel every 2 months. I've told you, brothers, about Vancouver. Vancouver is only a couple hours away from America. You brothers should be going to Vancouver every 2 weeks. Hey, you brothers should be going to Vancouver every 2 weeks. No joke. Montreal, Vancouver. You brothers have it all already. You American brothers have it all already. You need to make Vancouver and Montreal your hotspot. No joke. Shout out to Charles Jones again. Vancouver is 3 hours away from Seattle. There you go. There you go. Any brother living in Seattle, you should be going to Vancouver in your weekends. I'm giving you brothers the game. I'm giving you free game here. This is how you should be moving. Travel frequently, make your money in America, use the dollars to live cheaply abroad. You don't have to deal with Keisha in your community. Germany is only 2 hours away from me. So you best believe that when this whole coronavirus lockdown ends, I'll be hitting up Germany every 2 weeks. I'll see y'all in Hamburg, Dortmund, Berlin, Munich. Man, I gotta hit up Munich. I'm hearing good things about Munich. Foreign conservative woman in Munich. Oh man. Foreign conservative woman in Munich. So you brothers, you have the game. The world is in your palms. Okay. And I guarantee you that, you know, you got women out there in Vancouver who want an American brother. So many choices. And from what I've heard about Montreal, I've heard that every race of women are checking for brothers, especially the Haitian black women there in Montreal. So why are you brothers not visiting Montreal every 3 weeks? You know, it's things like that you brothers should be doing once this whole coronavirus crisis is over. All right? Get your passport, invest in crypto, invest in stocks, travel frequently to get foreign women. That's it. It's that easy. If I was in America right now, I would be in Montreal every 2 weeks. I would be in Vancouver every 3 weeks, knowing how the women treat me as a brother, knowing that they want me, knowing that they will respect me, knowing that I don't have to deal with feminist, masculine women. Crazy. You American brothers have it easy. I ain't gonna lie, I love me an American accent on a woman. You know, it just does something to me. So you best believe that when I roll through Montreal, whew, it's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a movie. Shout out to Charles Jones again. I heard that Montreal is a damn cheat code. Toronto should be avoided at all costs. Great city, but if you're looking for a join, head east to Montreal. Facts, brothers. Avoid Toronto. I've heard it's just like London. Avoid it. Avoid it. All right. This is the movement now. And I want to see, once this whole coronavirus crisis is over, I want you brothers to be hitting me up saying, "Hey, international, I'm in Montreal right now. I got a dime check on my hand. Thank you, brother. You're the best." Simple as that. Shout out to Mike Fletcher. Word Montreal is flames. Hey, Mike, I'm gonna need you to call in once I open up the phone lines. Speak to me about Montreal. I need more intel about Montreal. Okay. Thank you, Mike. You know, brothers, it's that simple. I want me a feminine black woman. I love black women. I'm a black man myself, so of course, you know, I date black women. But I want a feminine black woman who will respect me, who is fit, who is slim, thick, who is cooperative, you know, who knows her flaws and wants to work on it. So if I can find that in Montreal, damn, I'll see y'all there. I'm gonna roll through Montreal later this year then. It's crazy. Brothers, man. Oh, man. And shout out to E Money. E Money, you said you're from the UK, right? Call in, bro. Call in. Definitely call in. We can talk about the situation in the UK. You know what I'm talking about. UK is done for. The women here, I'm not dealing with them anymore. Right now, I'm on my purpose and making sure I have my mind right, stacking up my P's and traveling all around the world. Simple as that. You know, I ain't wasting time. I'm not spending another dime on a woman in this country. Okay. Femininity is something that many women in London are missing. And I ain't dealing with that. You simps in the UK, you can deal with that. You can be her flipping bag. That's not me. I ain't no sucker and I ain't no simp. So you brothers in the UK, fix up. 'Cause I want to see more brothers. I want to see more UK brothers calling on this show because a lot of UK brothers, you guys are lost. You guys are really lost. But shout out to E Money. If she does call in again, I'll check her. I will simply check her. In fact, let her call in again, because my points will simply counteract her points. She has no argument against me. I know what I'm saying is fact. All right? Shout out to Donovan Jr. Argentina women are hot. Hey, bro, I actually met a cute Argentinian woman in Germany. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to start traveling again. It's too long now. It's been too long. I need to get out of this country. Hey, Zach Hayes, mind no swearing, please. Zach, no swearing, bro, please. If you swear one more time, I'm gonna have to time you out. No swearing, no harmful comments to any other group around the world. Please keep it PG. No N-word use. No attacking other black men. We're not doing that on my channel, okay? So please, no threats. So Zach, tone down on the language, please. Thank you. I'm gonna put you on timeout because I need to get those comments removed, Zach. Okay, I'm gonna time you out for 5 minutes, bro. Take it easy. Chill out for a bit, Zach. So we have 52 people here right now. Guys, hit the like button. Hit the like button, guys. I want to see 51 likes because I am going off on this live stream. This is one of my most passionate live streams I've done so far. Can you give me 51 likes right now, brothers? I need your support. I need your support, brothers, because this right here is opening up many brothers' minds around the world. You brothers are watching Kevin Samuels and other content, and that's fine with me, right? Kevin Samuels is speaking facts, but me, I'm telling you guys to get your passports. Don't even bother with Western women or women around the block anymore. I am just telling you that to travel. Shout out to Sterling. I can't super chat. Yeah, bro. Let me try and get that fixed. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get my super chat feature fixed. But if you guys can start super chatting from tomorrow or next week, that'd be fantastic. Appreciate that, Sterling, man. I need. Appreciate that, bro. The more support I get, the better. Thank you, bro. Okay, so shout out to Charles Jones again. Liked it before you started the stream. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss International, I'm a Black American man, just turned 22. I want to start the movement with you, international passport. Facts. That's what I want to hear. Mr. International, that's what I want to hear, bro. Spread the word to other brothers in your community. A lot of brothers in the UK and in America are so lost. You don't have to deal with these Western women. You don't have to. You brothers are going depressed over stuff that you can control. You can control this, brothers. There is a way out of the matrix. The way out is to get your passport. And at 22 years old, Miss International, you are set for life. You have a very successful future ahead of you, Miss International. You will meet a lot of foreign dime women at a young age. Okay? So, Miss International, keep traveling, bro. All right? So, brothers, I'm going to open up the phone lines in 10 minutes. I want to talk more about, brothers just going crazy over women in their community. I stopped doing that years ago. I don't have to do that anymore. I got my passport. Keith Jenkins says, I'm 29 again. Oh, Lord. No, you're not, bro. You're still young, bro. Yo, 29, you probably have a good job. You're probably set, got a house, or you want to buy a house. So you must have money, bro. Get your passport, travel. You can meet women who are 25, 24, 22, 21, and have a great time with them. So most women go for older guys. So you have a very good advantage there, Keith. So don't worry about age. All right. It's crazy how, more brothers are getting more awake now. And I like that because I don't want to be seeing DMs from you guys telling me, man, the chick from my way, she did me wrong. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm depressed. Help me, international. I would just tell you to get your passport. I would just tell you that there is more to black women than Keisha from the block. It is as simple as that. There is more to black women than Keisha from the block. And I want you to drill that statement in your head. Drill it in your head and code it in your head. Maybe get a tattoo. No, I'm joking. No tattoos, brothers. Keep our bodies clean. Ah, it's crazy. You know, this year going on forward, brothers are going to be traveling. I'm seeing the positive feedback I get on my channel. Brothers are awake. And what I want you brothers to do is to share my messages around. Share it all around with your friends. If your friend is having trouble with his girlfriend in America, send him a video of mine. Send him my Germany video. Hey, bro, don't worry about it. They love us in Germany. How about we travel there and go and get German women? Hey, bro, don't worry about it. They love us in Canada. How about we go to Vancouver and Montreal to meet foreign women over there? It's that easy, brothers. Spread the word. We got 54 people here right now. Can I get 54 likes? Again, I am on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So please, guys, follow me on Twitter. I will post a link here. And if you can DM me any questions you have, stocks, crypto, passports, traveling, let me know now. Right now, my advice is free. So get in touch with me ASAP because things could change. Right now, I'm giving you guys free game. My intel is correct. Brothers can verify my intel. So follow me on Instagram. I'll post a link here. Here's my Twitter. Here's my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. DM me on Twitter. Here's the username here, interpassport20. That's how you find me on Twitter. Let me post my Instagram as well. Here it is. I want you guys to keep in touch with me. Don't lose that contact. So here's my Instagram as well. Follow me on Instagram, on my Twitter. I also have a Facebook group as well. So here is a banner. So you can see my Facebook group on the screen, International Passport 5. Type that in Facebook. Simply join my group and I will accept you in that group. We have around 100 brothers there getting free games. So definitely join my private Facebook group. Okay. All right. I will open up the phone calls in 5 minutes. I hope you guys have enjoyed this live stream so far and my ranting. Thank you for the support so far, everyone. It's been a good journey. I feel like I'm awaking a lot of brothers all around the world. And put a 1 in the chat if you have enjoyed this live stream so far. Put a 1 in the chat if you have enjoyed this live stream so far. My passport is in position and ready to travel. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. That's what I want to hear. Brothers getting their passports ready, ready for the country to open again and traveling. So I love hearing that. Brothers have this on lock, you know? No situation is permanent. That's why I tell brothers, if you cannot get women in your home country, travel. You got to travel. That's it. Travel. Because this is something that can easily be changed. Easily be changed. Just travel. You don't have to cry over Keisha or woman in your community. Just get your passports. And if any woman shames you for getting your passport, shame her back. Tell her you are not feminine enough for me. Therefore, I'm traveling to meet women who are feminine for me. Because as this movement gets bigger, we are going to face backlash for this because women want us to be their simps. They want to try and manipulate us here. Shout out to Sterling. That's very true. They want to use you. They want to smash all the bad boys, all the rappers, all the multiple baby mama dudes. And then when she's had her fun, you guys are her fallback action. Intelligent, wealthy brothers. But we won't be spending money on these women. We won't be dating these women. We'll be with our foreign chick. So it's all good. We we got this on Smashed. I'm happy. The movement's getting bigger because a lot of brothers are happier now. They're out that depression phrase because not getting the woman you want can be depressing. You work hard your whole life, you go to the right university, you study the right course, you have a good job, but you're missing that one woman, to build you up, to stand side by side with. And unfortunately, you won't find that woman in America anymore. You won't find that woman in the UK anymore. And that's sad, okay? But you will find that woman abroad. You will find that woman in a different continent, okay? Brothers need to get the courage to travel. Travel by yourself, travel in a group, okay? Experience new people, new cultures. But if you're looking for a foreign woman, I've told you the hotspots. I've told you the hotspots. And if I was in America right now, I would be traveling to Montreal because the things I'm hearing about Montreal, that is a hotspot. We should make ours. Okay? We need to be making these countries our hotspots. We need to be going there and let the woman have good impressions of us, which is why I am against playing foreign women. Please don't play any foreign woman abroad because you mess it up for all the guys that come after you. Please don't do that. Let's make these countries our hotspot. Let's make Vancouver our hotspot. Let's make Montreal our place. Let's make Germany our place. Let's build up a good image in these cities and countries. Please don't treat foreign women bad because you will mess it up for the next guys who come after us. I am against playing any well-mannered feminine foreign woman. Please don't do that. If you're not interested in her, just tell her. Tell her I'm sorry, blah 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 this. But don't just use her then, or pump and dump her. Don't do that, please, brothers. Don't. We have a responsibility. We have established that there are some countries where we do very well in. So why not, you know, solidify those places as our hotspots? You know, that is us thinking bigger. And maybe we can start building businesses in these places, since the women there love us so much. You know, it starts from that. You gain a foothold, and then you start building on that foothold. Maybe you find a foreign girlfriend in Montreal, and then you and her set up a business in Montreal. You know, start thinking like that, brothers. Okay, don't just go to these countries and just, you know, run through the woman. You know, which is fine, but have a good reputation. Start thinking big, because we're all getting older. You know, we can't be doing that, you know, for the rest of our lives. We need to settle. We got to settle sometime. You know, we got to find that foreign woman we want to be with for the rest of our lives. So start thinking big. That's my advice to you, brothers. Start thinking about businesses, about um, about expanding in these cities, because realistically, Montreal, Vancouver, Germany, especially Germany, we should be doing big things there, brothers. We should. So that is my last point. I will be opening up the calls right now. So please hit the like button. We have 65 people here right now. I want to see 65 likes. Shout out to the new people who are watching the stream. If you want to get every notification from me on this channel, please hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button, and you'll get every post from me. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and my Facebook group, and ask me any questions you want to. I am now opening up the phone lines. Call in, speak to me about this topic first. After that, you can ask me any questions you want to. But I want to stay on this topic. Hit the like button. Okay. Let's go. Link, guys. Call in and let's talk. If you want to call in, that is the URL. Call in right now. Call in. Call in, guys. I don't know why I can't pin this message. Okay. Yep. Call in, brothers. Big boss, give me a second. I want to get some water. All right. Give me a second, big boss. I see you there, big boss. Stay right there, bro.
Oh, can you hear me? Okay. Yo,
Yo,
fam. Yo, can you hear me?
yeah, how you doing, bro? You right?
Yeah, I'm good, fam. I'm just was watching your live, fam. It's fascinating, fam, because currently right now, yeah, I'm a software developer, and I use your videos I listen to your videos during work, and they're very therapeutic because this is what guys should be aspiring towards, fam. The world is our oyster, and I'm just saving up bare money, working on my physical power, mental power, just to travel abroad, fam. I want to go back to France, man. The French women, man, they're as fine as wine, fam. Nah, man, I have to go back to France.
Hey, shout out to Big Boss. Big Boss, how'd you find my channel anyway? How'd you come across my channel?
I came across your channel. Actually, I just stumbled across your channel, so I just looked at one of your videos, and one of your videos was you know, black guys who are come from um, like who are high value, but they just look down upon by women and other men in the black community, and that really resonated with me because I'm an example of that. I got a degree in software engineering, but black women just found me like a bit weird, and I've had relationships with black women in the past. And what you said about your life experiences, I relate to that. So what I'm doing right now, just focus on myself and just accumulating as much power as I can, just to travel abroad and meet a lot of foreign women.
That's what's up, bro. Shout out to my UK brother, Big Boss. That's what I want to get out there to many UK brothers, right? Because we're both from the UK. We see a lot of brothers stressing out over women of their own race.
Exactly.
That's not how it should be. Other communities, they don't have any problems, but in our community, the educated brothers seem to have problems getting women in our community. So you
Mm.
can have a law degree, you can have a medicine degree, and you can still struggle to get a high value woman. How is that right? But when you travel, it's different. You tell them, "Oh, I've got a degree in software engineering." They're like, "Wow, you're so smart." It's crazy.
Let me
Speak on that, Big Boss.
let me tell you something, fam. Like this. I'm going to say something very controversial, and it's regarding the black community.
All right, hold up, Big Boss. Brian, Miss International, Zach Hayes, I see you on there. Do not drop off. I will add you to the panel later on. So just stay there right there. Carry on, Big Boss.
I'm going to say something very controversial, fam. I'm going to say the majority of black people are lost, man. I'm going to say that right now. You know,
Damn.
that's the truth, fam. Backchat London,
Yeah, I've come across that. That's some
bro.
ratchet
You
nonsense.
see,
I
you
don't even
see,
watch that.
all of season 5 came out, yeah, episode 1. I couldn't even stand it, fam. There's this girl called Lani, fam. She's just, no, no. I
Nah,
showed,
yeah, carry on.
I sh- like, I showed, I showed one of my mates this. He was white. I'm like, he just looked at me. I'm like, this is what's going on. I'm like, I'm sorry, fam. It is what it is. So I told him that like all of the black girls, yeah, they go for rappers. They go for guys, yeah, who cause a lot of self destruction. Yeah, I got a brother, yeah. He's 17 years old, yeah, and I tell him like, stop looking at these type of women, yeah. They'll lead you down a bad path, and I think he's his age and he just doesn't want to listen, fam. So I'm like, I'll just hopefully when the time comes, yeah, he comes to his senses, yeah. But I believe social media has really damaged the youth.
Hmm.
It's really damaged the youth. And people like the ladies from Backchat, yeah, they're influencers, yeah. And they're really just corrupting young black men. I've broken through the matrix. I broke through the matrix here when I was during my time at college, fam. I just saw like, whoa, like there's other options for me, but I just need to assert myself, get more power. I got a taste of that whilst I was at university when I ventured to other companies like Santander. And I told myself this, like, I'm just focusing on my mission
Yeah.
so I can get what I want to do, what I want to be, and travel abroad. Because let me tell you something. I've been to France. I've been to Dubai, fam. Dubai is life, man. I've been to Nigeria. I'm Nigerian,
Yeah.
and I've been to Nigeria 3 times. I'm telling you, the women there are good. I love traditional women. Because my mother's Nigerian, yeah, so she told me herself, like, boy, like you need to find the right woman.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what color she is. Just make sure she comes from a good family. Make
Hmm.
sure she's God fearing. Make sure she just has strong values, and make sure she's feminine.
Yeah.
Because the feminine movement, fam, I'm telling you right now, they're making guys into simps. There's one YouTuber, fam, Bella. She has pink hair. She's white. Bella Celine.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fam. I was watching one video. Yeah, like
I
she
came
has a.
across that, this is why I have this channel, because when you see stuff like that, you're like, wow, a lot of men are beyond lost. This goes so far in the matrix that is it even possible to break them out the matrix? Because
Exactly.
I don't know how you're going to be paying for bath water. You're
Oh
paying
my.
for her hair, but at worst, her bath water. What kind of twisted mind do you need to have to pay for a woman's bathwater? That's how bad the simping is nowadays. That men are literally paying for bathwater because they have no female interaction. Now, if these men had more awareness, they would not put yourself on mute real quick, big boss.
Oh yeah. One sec.
If these men had passports, right, they wouldn't have to do all of this. Because even though it's the majority of white men are paying this woman for her bathwater, white men do very well in Asia. You know, it's lack of knowledge that makes these guys simp out completely. You know, which is why it's always good to study and always good to be aware. Black dudes as well paying for bathwater. If black men realized that in Germany, in Vancouver, in flipping Colombia, that they would do so well over there, they would not be paying for a random woman's bathwater. You know, seek knowledge. Stop watching Netflix. Stop wasting time listening to garbage rap music and study. And maybe you'll get somewhere in life, and maybe you stop simping. Carry on, big boss.
I got a story to tell you, fam. I was on Facebook one time, yeah, and I was discussing like real like real subjects, yeah, regarding like just the black community and everything. I told my couple of my peers on Facebook that I don't like modern rap because I don't like drill as well because in Nashua, are you from London, fam?
Yeah, around there, but not inside, but around there. Yeah, I know the place very well, but from around there. Yeah, just
Cool.
outside.
I'm from Southeast London, yeah. And and like a lot of like rap, especially drill, is a disease to it's just I call drill death music, fam. Drill is it from because it has a good beat, yeah. It's very attractive to like young black men and black women, yeah. It's attractive to the youth. But dig this, yeah. When it comes to the concerts, yeah, and I'm talking to all my black brothers right now, yeah. When it comes to the concerts, yeah, who do you see? You see the majority of non-black people, white people,
Yeah,
and you see your favorite drill artists, yeah, raving, even in some like in the Birmingham concert, yeah, or in the Nottingham Carnival, yeah. What? How? What do black people own? What do black people earn? No, no, dig this. No, internationally, no, dig this, fam. What do black people earn? And even like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, I'm like, bruv, why are these women the representative of our women in the black community? Why are they?
It's crazy.
No,
It's crazy.
I'm not, bruv. I'm gonna give you good examples of like women who guys want to be with, but they get shunned down. I'll come back to what I'm saying, but let me focus on this here. You know Candace Owens,
I
man.
know she is. Yeah, yeah, I know she
Candace
is.
Owens,
She's right.
um, what's her name? Kamala Harris, Michelle Obama. Yeah, good examples of women that we want to be with. Yeah, like Michelle Obama and Kamala Harris. Say what you wanted about their politics, but these are types of women. Yeah, that just black women should be. Come from STEM degree, just
I
really
agree.
conservative.
I
Let me
agree with that, especially like the Candace Owens type.
let me
You
sorry.
you
So
you may not agree with her
yeah,
politics, but the way she carries herself, the way she's conservative, dresses, modernist, this
exactly,
is what black women should be modeling themselves after. Not Megan the WAP rapper, or not Cardi
exactly,
B the WAP rapper. It is
exactly,
disgraceful. And let me tell you this, big boss. This is only happening in the West. I guarantee you that the German women are not aspiring to be Cardi B's or Megan the White rapper. I guarantee you in Morocco, they're not aspiring to be these trash female rappers. Only
exactly.
in the West, which is why I'm telling brothers, make your money in whatever country you're in and travel frequently. It's as simple as that.
Let me continue on Candace Owens. Yeah, not only is she just beautiful, a good 10 in my opinion, yeah, but she's well sorted. She's everything I want a black. She's everything I want a woman
Yeah.
to be. Yeah, everything. But there's another one. Yeah, her name's Tony Mitchell. She's a YouTuber. Yeah, she has a sporting background. She's an athlete. Yeah, but type of research her. She's a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Tony Mitchell, bruv,
I know
bruv,
who she is. Yeah, I know who she is.
bruv, bruv.
It's crazy. This is so easy. Brothers don't want to be wasting their money to travel, but if that's what it has to be like, then that's what it's got to be like. It's as simple as that. Because I'm not going to deal with dysfunctional women in this country anymore.
Exactly.
I hardly even deal with UK women anymore. I just deal with international women. But Big Boss, I appreciate you calling in. Stay on the line. I want to talk to you further later on, but I want to add in someone else to the call. Yeah, so put
Ah, cool,
yourself on
cool,
mute.
cool, 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 cool.
All right, let me get in a Brian. Put yourself on mute. What is up, Brian? How you doing, bro?
What's up? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, bro. How's it going?
Pretty good. How you guys doing?
Good live stream so far. I'm telling brothers to not worry about black women in their community, and there's black women all around the world. So stop stressing out over that. How you doing, bro?
All right, cool. Yeah, well, I'll make this quick because I've traveled all around the world. I've been to Colombia twice, Brazil 3 times, Montreal, Russia. Like,
Oh,
so,
yeah. All right,
so,
carry on, bro.
so basically, like with Montreal and Vancouver, you're right about those places. If you're in the area, like if you're in America, definitely you want to go to like Vancouver or Montreal. But if you can go to South America and just travel all over the place, go to Brazil, go to Costa Rica. I've been to Costa Rica as well. Costa Rica. I personally didn't like the DR, but some people like the DR. Some people like Argentina. I've never been to Argentina, but Colombia, I like Colombia. Colombia is pretty cool. So if you get a chance to go to South America, definitely go down there. And you're
Awesome.
right about Germany too. You're right about Germany too. Yeah.
All right, let me break down what you just said to me now. So you've been to Montreal. Tell me about how women treated you in Montreal, because I've heard many good things about Montreal. How was it for you?
Well, they say Montreal's gotten worse, but I don't really see that. In Montreal, you can go down there, especially if you're a young black dude, especially if you got an English accent, man. Like, love everywhere you go, they love black dudes with English accents. They like American dudes too, but people especially, they just look at you different. And I think I had made a post on your channel where they actually did a study and they found that black dudes with English accents are more admired or something like that. But anyway,
Oh, post that for me real quick afterwards, if you can, after the stream.
Okay, no problem. But in Montreal, you go there, and if you're a young dude, you're in shape, you dress well, you shouldn't have any problem.
Crazy. And is it across all races of women?
Yeah. You see a lot of mix. You see that. You also see that typical, like in Montreal, where you'll have like if you like white chicks, you'll have the black hair with like the gray eyes, that type of look.
Yeah.
But they also have like the mixed girls with mix that are mixed. You have everything there, man, pretty much.
Or what about the Asian women down there in Montreal?
Asian women, I didn't really see too many, but I ran into, let me see. I only saw a couple, man, to be honest.
How about the black chicks down there in Montreal?
The black chicks were cool, man. They were a lot skinnier, in shape. They seem to have a better disposition.
Okay.
So, like I said, and if you're in that area, you can't go wrong with Montreal.
Tell me about your experience in Vancouver.
Vancouver, see, I didn't go to Vancouver. I just heard about it. Like, so these guys that really well traveled, because when I travel around, I talk to a lot of guys, and the guys in Vancouver, they were telling me, well, what's the island off of Vancouver? There's an island like close to it. They said go there first, and then just go into Vancouver, just hang around the bars and clubs, and you should do all right if you're a black dude.
There you go, guys. There you go. All right, tell me about your experience in Russia. Because where'd you go to?
Russia, I've been there 4 times, man. The girls in Russia are really good looking.
Oh, okay. So where'd you go to in Russia? What cities?
I went to Moscow and Kazakhstan.
Okay. And how were you treated there as a brother?
They treat you fine. It's not bad at all. You just want to, when you go there, you just want to make sure you have enough time, because you know how you go some places and you're only there for like maybe 4 days. That's not really enough time. You want to go there for like 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and kind of like soak in the scenery, and then you should be good to go.
So, how did Russian women treat you there, brother?
Oh, they treat you good. They treat you good, man, because they haven't really seen a lot of black dudes there, right? And there was even a black dude from America who was tired of the racism. He actually went to Russia and started a club, and he had a club over there doing good. So it's cool, man. It's not bad.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for that intel, Brian. I'm gonna put down my list. Do you have any last comments before I move on to the next caller?
Yeah, just a couple of things. You know, there's 2 things. So Candace Owens, watch out for girls like that, man, because I'm from the Caribbean, and she puts on a good act, but she's super shady, because she reminds me of the people that are in my family, and they're good at telling people what they want to hear. But anyway, besides that, and then there's a guy in the chat, Jack Hove, and he's telling people, hey, man, you can just stay in America. Let me tell you from personal experience, guys. Never listen to a dude like that. Ever. Because they will keep you stuck and mired in these toxic environments. Because generally, people like that haven't traveled, so they don't have any experience, but they're going to tell you to stay in a place with subpar women. Never. Trust me. Because I used to listen to dudes like that back in the day. And then when I started traveling, I was like, oh, man, these dudes don't know what they're talking about. So,
hey, Jack Hove, cut that out, bro. Hey, you're going on timeout. We ain't trying to stay in our countries to meet women. Cut that out, Jack Hove.
Exactly. Candace Owens is the grifter. Exactly. Yeah. But anyway, yeah.
Why is Candace Owens a grifter? She's not a conservative who believes in the.
So this whole conservative thing is just a way to make money. So, and in the are you family from the Caribbean or?
Yeah. I've got family.
You know, like in the Caribbean, like you'll have some of your family that they're let's be honest, the scammers. and they're good talkers.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, Candace Owens. I was like, something about this lady. I was like, I bet she's from the Caribbean, right? So I looked it up. Come to find out, she's I think her grandmother was from the Caribbean or something like that. And I was just like, yep.
Jamaica, yeah.
Yeah. So there's those women in the Caribbean who they just talk a good game, man. But they're shady underneath, and that's how she is. Like if you look at all the groups that she's been a part of, Breitbart, she had a problem with Breitbart. She had a problem with the Blackson movement. She had a problem with that. They kicked her out. Then she had a problem with speaking at the conservative conference or something. They kicked her out right there. I'm telling you, man.
Okay. I'll
Watch
watch
out.
out for her. But what we're saying is we want women like her. So would you not prefer to date a Candace Owens type woman over someone like Cardi B type?
Oh, definitely.
There you
But
go.
the type of woman I think you would be cool would be like when you went to Germany and you saw those Eritrean women.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You saw those, yeah, with the slim and trim, pretty feminine. Those are the that's who you want. You don't want a Kamala Harris that was throwing black people and black men specifically in jail.
So
that's what Kamala Harris would do.
So you've been to Germany before, isn't it?
Oh yeah, man, I love Germany. Woo!
Awesome. Tell me what cities you've been to, and tell me how the women treated you over there in Germany.
Oh man, so I was in the military at the time. So I went to I was close to Cologne, that Cologne place.
Yeah.
I never made it to Berlin, but just in that area alone, man, I met white girl, I met this Persian girl. It was just so easy to meet women there. They were so approachable. You know what I mean? It was just like your experience where you just go there, you don't have to spit this nonsense game, and it was just a lot easier, man. And the girls were petite and good looking.
There you go, guys. There you go. You know, another brother backing up my intel. Head down to Germany. Germany is a hotspot for Black American brothers, without a doubt.
Oh yeah, they love dudes, black dudes from the UK, obviously, and they love Black American dudes. It's just, and it's because a lot of people say, oh, it's because it's a fetish, and it's not that. It's because the culture in Germany, even though it's a conservative culture, people like to have fun. Like, so they have those festivals. So people like to have a good time. So if a woman meets you and she just digs you, she'll chill with you. It's that simple.
So we got a question from James Kenson. He told me, what's your favorite city in Germany and why?
I just liked, because that's the only place I was at was near Cologne. So there's an Air Force base there. Oh man, I forgot the name of the base now. But other dudes told me to go to the area around Ramstein Air Force Base.
Yeah.
Go to that area as well. They said basically Ramstein Air Force Base, places around there, you can chill and hang out. The base, I can't remember the name right now, in Cologne, that's a good place to hang out. And between those two spots, you'll have a good time.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for that, Brian. I'm going to come back to you later on there, but thanks for that intel, bro.
No problem.
All right, put yourself on mute, and I'm going to drop you off the call real quick. Let me bring in Mr. International. Mr. International, how you doing, bro?
What's up, man? How you doing? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, bro. Nice to have you back, man. Where you been, bro?
Hey, just because you don't see my face doesn't mean that I don't watch all your videos. I'm going to note to stuff real quick. You might hear cars going by, and I'm sorry for that, but I'll try to keep the outside noise minimum. But there's some stuff I got to talk about that I think that can relate to Jack Hove, that can relate to Mark Lowe, that can relate to the guys that are talking like us, you know, the guys that want to challenge. So if you don't mind, I want to get into that. And it has to do first, I'm gonna get into the caption of your live stream. It's talking about Black women. There are Black women in Colombia, mixed Black women in Colombia are gorgeous. Like, absolutely gorgeous. If you don't believe me, just watch the movie Colombiana, and she'll prove that point. But let's just talk about black Japanese women. The phrase Blasian, come on, man. Everybody heard that phrase. That phrase doesn't just come from nowhere. Like that phrase is a real phrase. So you know what I mean? Of course, black let's say like you were saying, black Japanese women are off the man. I'm trying not to curse because like you said, no cursing stuff, and I hear you, bro. So I get you. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna just name those, and then I'm gonna get into y'all topic. All right, Blasians, like black Japanese women, black Colombian women, and black Brazilian women, black Dominican women, and let's say black Puerto Rican women. They're all just like gorgeous to me. Like the way you said you seen your friend, your homie's girlfriend, and you was blown away. I'm blown away by all of them. So like I believe that there's beauty. You know, there's like just because you don't date a black woman in America doesn't mean you know there's not beauty all around. So that's what I want to say. And I also want to talk about America because, like I said, man, you and One Master Teacher are kind of my mentors. Not there's not.
Hey, don't mention any YouTubers on here, man. Just keep it to international passport, man.
Yeah. But I had to bring you up there because like you're very high up there. So like there's only two, but you're one of them. You know what I mean? So that's I just gotta say I think of you lightly. But my experience is yes, there are some gems in America. Like there are, I would say 25% out of 100 women in America still have their feminine like personalities and stuff. So I would say 25% are just like overseas women, and you know, like I said, they got that feminine aura to them. So like for instance, me being from Pennsylvania, you know, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. If I would go to California, right? You know how we all got accents, you know, or if I would go to Texas, you hear the typical Texas accent. If I would go down to those places, I would have a better rate because it's kind of like you being from the UK, you going over there and they liking your voice. You know what I mean? I'll have a little better rate just because of the way that I talk because I have an Eastern slang. So I just wanted to, I'm not going to get too deep into there. Just talking about, I'm not really looking at the guy's comments, but just Jack Hove. Jack Hove, I get what you're saying in the sense of, yes, there still are gems, but
Shout out to Mark Lowe. Hey, do you have any last comments, Mr. International, before I move on to Mark Lowe?
Yeah, I seen him. But yeah, man, I just want to say, like, there's nothing. Listen, there's 150 million women in America, but there's way more than that in the other 6 continents. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And most of them, if you think about obesity rates, this is why you know your channel is blowing up. The obesity rates in America are way higher than other places. So the chance of you seeing a fat woman in let's say Germany is like what, 2 out of 10?
Yeah, very low.
All right. So I know this stuff sounds funny, but this is the truth, you know? But if I walk down the street, man, I say 40 minutes, I'm gonna see 3 fat people, you know what I mean? And that's just not the case. So yeah, there's dimes, there are dimes overseas. There's dimes in America, 25%. That's not
I mean, International, I'm gonna have to cut you off there, but thank you for calling in. Stay on the line because I need to get through everyone. But stay on the line, yeah. I'm gonna come back to you, bro. Okay, put yourself on mute. All right, thanks for that, bro. Thank you. Let me go on to the legendary Mark Lowe. How you doing, bro?
Peace to everybody that's here tonight. Good night, all brothers listening to this wonderful live stream. I'm doing well, man.
Awesome. Thank you for calling in, bro, and getting in touch with me on Instagram. Nice to finally meet you. Give your thoughts.
I'm sorry. I was flexing in the camera. I didn't even know I was on, man. So I was just acting a fool to see if the camera was actually working. But I guess it's on me. So no offense to anybody. You heard?
Hey, don't worry, bro. Don't worry, bro. Yeah. So give your thoughts. Hey, what is that? What's that in your background, bro?
It was an old school wrestler, George the Animal Steel.
No, I mean there's some sound on your background.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure. I don't think that's me. There's no sound here.
Let me see. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Yeah. So, Mark Lowe, give your thoughts on the live stream, how you found my channel, and any questions you want to ask me. So, take it, bro.
Not a problem. I think the live stream tonight is very good. I'm gonna have some resources for brothers to do some more research. Like, there was a brother in here from Chicago. I think he left. He was playing the Dr. Umar Johnson role, and no disrespect, but that's you're just applying the clown makeup one by one when you get into that type of lifestyle, and I'll tell you why. I found your channel by searching more and more Black men passport videos, and when you get to one, the algorithm is going to mention a lot more. So as I looked at one of your videos, I found the information to be very, very helpful. The audio quality is much better than a lot of other dudes out there. Excuse me. And the fact that you don't take any nonsense from your supporters or your detractors, I like that type of rulership on your platform, where you lay down the ground rules, and anybody, even your biggest supporter, if they go against those rules, then they got to take their 5-minute timeout. So I appreciate order. I appreciate order and rulership. It shows that us Black men, we can have order, dignity, and stay in line and do things according to what the rules are. You know what I'm saying? So
Definitely. Yeah. So speak about the topic of the live stream and any questions you want to speak about as well.
No problem. I don't have too many questions. More statements. The brother that was speaking prior to me. I don't know where you got the information that I want to travel. I actually I do travel. I have been outside of the country a few times, and I'm actually leaving back to Medellin on May 6th. So that's your correction for the night. I'm definitely not somebody that is looking to travel. I'm somebody that has made my mind up to start doing so based on the topic of the live stream. So we're going to get into that, where Keisha can and should be left alone. I'm imploring all brothers under the sound of my voice to start ignoring this woman, and it's going to pay dividends for you, because you won't have to necessarily put on a front of toughness, because Kodak Black, I believe, made a tweet the other day talking about Keisha.
Hey, man,
How can she love a man?
That's all I wanted to say. I'm on your side. I agree. Keep going.
Yeah, no doubt. Kodak Black made a tweet the other day asking Keisha, how can she love a man? And he doesn't use the word man, he uses the N-word. How could she love a man if he doesn't have any bodies on him? For those that don't understand what that means, Kodak Black is asking, why do Black women love certain men if they don't have a murder under their belt? And of course, it got many likes, many retweets, people talking. But what the shady part about it is, you had Keisha's agreeing with him, and when you start to see that, and see that this is the norm, and it's becoming the norm, we implore you to leave that alone and go where you're treated best. And where you're treated best is other places, like my favorite place, Medellin, Colombia.
Awesome. Hey, that's a great statement, Mark Lowe. I appreciate that, bro. I'm gonna put you on mute at the moment, and I'm gonna come at you later on. I'm gonna drop you off the call as well. But thank you for that, Mark Lowe. Appreciate it.
Have a good night, brothers, and I'll be back.
Awesome. Thanks, bro. All right. Let me add on Joe L. But let me go to Mike Fletcher. How you doing, Mike? Mike Fletcher, are you there?
Yo, what up, son?
How you doing, bro? How you doing? You okay?
Yeah, man, I'm doing well. I mean, listen, I appreciate what you're doing, spreading the gospel. Bruh, by the way, Montreal, fire.
Yeah. All right,
Stop playing,
Mike,
dude.
can you please
Stop
give us
playing.
the intel on Montreal, please, for brothers?
Dude, Montreal was what made me jump off to Europe. Because it was just a weird situation. Like, I was like, yo, I'm going to go to Canada. I'm going to hook up with a bunch of chicks up there. But then when I got to Montreal, it was like, yo, this shit is different. It was crazy. I mean, like that whole European vibe. Yo, Montreal is yeah, it's a good place for well put together brothers to go.
Okay. In terms, how did the woman treat you over there?
Oh, it was off the chain. I mean, look, I consider myself to be an above average looking dude. You know, I'm in shape. You know, I mean, I know how to talk to chicks. I mean, you know, I know how to have a presence. You know what I mean? And from that perspective, I mean, it was all good. I mean, I talked to chicks. You know, I was talking to chicks from Chinatown to Uptown, dude. Talking to chicks in the bars, talking to chicks that worked at the hotel. Like, it was on. If you just know how to handle yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Would you recommend brothers cold approach or online dating in Montreal?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Pre-gaming, I mean, listen, I went to Montreal. I went there for a buddy's bachelor party. Had no idea, didn't really know, you know, what the deal was there. But now knowing what I know, oh yeah, absolutely. Pre-game, get that Tinder gold, swipe a little bit, have some stuff on the ground. Yo, Montreal is yo, they looking for us in a major way.
Hey, thanks for that intel, Mike Fletcher. I will come back to you later on. Your audio is a bit messed up, so please can you fix that? But I'm gonna put you on mute and stay on the line. Okay.
Word.
Thank you. Joe L, how you doing, bro? Joe L.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. How you doing?
Yeah. You're definitely right about Montreal. It's a really cool city, and the women there are amazing. Of course, you got that European vibe going on over there as well. I've had good times there. It's I would say pretty easy. Definitely easier than the States for sure.
Okay. How was your experience there specifically amongst? What was that noise?
I don't know if that was my chair or.
Hey, please keep any background noise very minimal, please, because the audio will get messed up.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. So, what was your experience amongst each race of women? Sorry, in Montreal.
Yeah, I've noticed there's a bunch of Italian women there, Middle Eastern. I met a few Venezuelan. I didn't meet a lot of, obviously, like African American. I met a bunch, maybe a handful of like from Senegal, from just different parts of Africa as well. But they're definitely more friendly. I think Canada as a whole is just friendlier than the States. And another caller mentioned it earlier that they're more in shape, I'd say, than the American girls.
Okay, so which race of woman gave you more play in Montreal?
I would say like the Lebanese type, Italian, Greek looking, the darker hair, shorter type, for sure, hands down.
Okay, your method of getting Montreal women, was it from online dating or was it cold approaching?
Nightclub with friends, cold approaching. I didn't really do the online dating. I probably should have tried that, but I didn't really do the whole online dating thing. But they're just really easy to talk to. It's just a friendliness thing. It's I think once you're away from like the States and UK, people just, or girls in general, just friendlier to talk to or easier to approach.
Awesome. And do they want guys to be 6'9"?
So I'm 6'1", so it's not too hard, but Another thing to keep in mind too is that the age for nightclubs in the States is 21, right? The age to drink, but it's 18 over there. So I feel like girls just at a younger age are just more, I don't know, maybe outgoing and carefree, whereas in the States it's just there's just more pressure, I guess.
Awesome. Thanks for that intel, Joe. So, Joe, tell me what you thought about the topic of the live stream today.
No, I think you guys hit most of it. Another thing too is I've noticed there's like a different vibe between like the U.S. and Europe when it comes to like travel. Like in the States, we're gonna pick, going to Mexico or Costa Rica or Brazil or DR. Whereas like Europe, you guys have like, you can go to Spain, you can go to Thailand, you can go to other places. So I feel like that definitely affects, your mood to travel as well and to kind of find different women, different options.
Awesome. Do you have anything else you want to say in the stream?
Um, I feel like part of the conversation has to be, us leveling up too, because there's good and bad women everywhere. But yeah, I think money matters, and I think when women, know that there's money there, they tend to disregard the average guy. But we got to do a better job of leveling up too, and kind of, doing the best that we can.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Joe. I'll come back to you later on.
Yeah.
Thanks for that intel. Okay, let me move on to Zach Hayes, my Florida dude. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing great, my brother. How you doing, man? I gotta apologize for exemplifying low class earlier, man. I have to do a better job with expressing my passion for what you stand for, and I'm so thankful that you've created a tribal community with Black men who are just trying to be ambitious, do something with their lives, and find feminine women. So thank you, man.
Hey, no worries, Zach. I want this a platform for brothers to vent out their frustrations. I feel like I'm gonna put you on mute for quickly, yeah. So I feel like brothers need to have spaces to vent out their frustrations. In the media today, I feel like it's mostly geared towards women, women talk shows, women this, right, which is fine, but men also need a platform to vent as well. So my platform here, when I get you guys to call in, is to allow you to vent, state your frustrations. We can help each other out, which is why I tell you guys to invest in stocks and crypto so you can have money, passive income, in the background while you're working. This is a safe space for you brothers to to relax, take it easy. But what I do not encourage is violence towards any other communities. We're not about that. I've told you guys we're about traveling and foreign women, stocks and crypto. That's it. No violence and no hatred towards any other groups of people. So keep it that way, please, guys. Go on, Zach.
Yeah, man. Just the objective right now is to find a Candace Owens type of woman that you were describing about a bit earlier. Somebody who has self-respect for herself, who doesn't show skin when she's outside, who doesn't curses, and just someone who stands for something, right? And that's what I'm looking for in my woman. I don't have anything against Black women. I think Black women are beautiful. But again, you have to understand with the subconscious programming that we have in the West, especially with women in the United States and in the United Kingdom being subjected to playing Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. I don't want my daughter with any woman in today's world, being subjected to that. I want them to be able to learn different languages. And of course, if I have a daughter, I want her to grow up in an environment where the mother can embrace her feminine energy and the father can allow her to be in a nurturing setting where she feels like she doesn't have to be masculine. And that's another thing with Black women as well. We can't really hold Black women accountable because us as men, we have to look ourselves in the mirror and say, okay, why are we leaving our families? And that's why the Black woman feels like that she has to be so not excusing her for what she's doing, because I hold every adult accountable. But however, you have to look at the man who's not in the family. And then when the black woman is being subjected to all of these weirdo pedophiles, you know, because they don't have
Yo,
that.
yo, yo. Hey, remember, keep it PG, bro. Keep it PG.
Okay. Sorry about that. But she's being subjected to all of these men who are toxic, you know, and that's because she doesn't have the strong
No,
mas-
actually, I disagree with that, Zach, because I have come across black women who come from two-parent households, you know, who have been brought up properly, but because of the poisoning of social media, she has changed her whole demeanor because she sees WAP, because she sees her friends twerking all over the place on social media, being FOTS on Snapchat, whatever, that changes her. So you any black woman can be raised properly, but external influences such as friends and social media also play a big part. And I've seen that amongst many good black women who have turned bad.
Yeah, no. What you're saying is true. I'm talking about the black men who don't have the presence in the household. The ones who don't have a presence in
Well, black women need to stop choosing wrong. You know, it's as simple as that, Zach. Let's stop caping for people who make the wrong decisions. If you are in a community and you see uh, a dude sleeping around who has multiple baby mamas, you should keep away from him. Why is it that so many women in our community seem to lust over these type of brothers? Why don't you lust over the educated brother? Why is it always these rappers, these thugs, these guys who do not value or benefit our community in any way? You know, personal responsibility and choosing, you know, is a big part of why the community is all messed up. Because I've seen educated good girls, you know, choose the wrong dude, choose the wrong guy. How are you a lawyer and you're dating some drug dealer in your community? That makes no sense. So that's not nothing to do with their home bringing. That's because for some reason they see these other black dudes as the pillar of our community. Why don't you go after dudes like Ben Carson? You know, that's the problem in our community, and that's the reason why it's so messed up. And I'm not saving any community. I'm sorry. Joe, jog them slacking. No N word use on this live stream on my channel. We call ourselves brothers or kings. We don't call ourselves N words here. Okay, so anyone who says the N word, you will be timed out. Okay, no N word use here. How do you feel about that, Zach?
no, I mean everything you're saying makes sense, you know, and I'm extremely big on personal responsibility myself. I think that's something in the black community that we're definitely lacking, you know, being able to reflect on decisions that we make as well, regardless of what the media is programming us is trying to program the subconscious, we still have the ability to choose a life that we deserve to have, you know. And that's basically just what I want, man. You know, I want to have a strong family, and I just want to be in an environment where I don't have to put up a certain act for acceptance.
Definitely. Hey, thanks for your point there, Zach. Do you have any last point before I go on to Bruno?
No, I don't, man. You know, I'm just thankful that, you know, I've been subjected to a great tribe of people who are like minded, like myself and yourself, you know, and that's it, man. Just thankful.
All right, awesome. I'm gonna put you on mute and come back to you later on, Zach. So thank you for calling in so far.
All right, man.
Bruno Moreira, how you doing, my Brazilian brother? How's it going, bro?
Can you hear me, gentlemen?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
wow, great stream tonight. I don't know if it is night where you are, but I salute you all. And first of all, I want to briefly address some of the points, some of the main points in my opening statement in parts. We are really doing here is expanding our understanding of the world. And as we do that, we notice that the issues that the black man faces around the world in the so-called diaspora tend to be the same, namely the theme of this stream. Black women in their community tend to be worse options than black women abroad. I want to talk a little bit about why is that and how we came to this point. We first have to understand culture. What is the generation that is dysgenics, the tendency that black women have to reward or to select the worst of the men from the community. And culture really plays a big part in that. If you read Thomas Sowell, that wrote Race and Culture, or if you read Dr. Woodson, The Miseducation of the Negro, or if you watch a video that is on YouTube, To Be Popular or To Be Smart, from Dr. I think Johanza Kunjufu, is a very complicated sounding name. You understand that the black community in America and in the West was set up to fail through culture and through music and today's social media and so on.
Correct, yeah.
Aristotle, in the ancient Greece times, said something about music that I think rings true today. He said that music imitates the human passions. If you are angry, you can make people angry by the music they hear. If you're happy, sad, loving, and so on. And he said also that the right kind of music, listening to it, will make you a right kind of people. And the wrong kind of music will make the wrong kind of people. So we have the degeneration and the denigration of the black image through culture that was evident in America in the Jim Crow era. But if you analyze carefully, we will see that the stereotypes prevail today, the same stereotypes.
We've lost you there,
I don't understand what you...
there, bro.
Yeah. So the same stereotypes from the Jim Crow era, they prevail today. You have the black man who can control himself, who is sexually a brute, or who is a thug, or who is a criminal that, as the brother said before, has body counts on himself. I think it's absolutely shocking what he said. So you have gangster rap, and you have this principle of promoting a thing through showing. Because if you are exposed to a certain behavior, if you're exposed to, let's say, promiscuity or to baby mamas, women who have babies out of wedlock, or men who are drug dealers and are glamorized, and you expose people to these images, they will naturally tend to these behaviors, as Aristotle said. And you have now black men being feminized. You have Little Nas X with that.
Hey, don't mention that guy. Do not mention him in my channel.
Wow.
Do not mention that guy in my channel. No.
That is understandable, but you know that trash that he's...
Yeah, those guys, don't mention them. We know, don't mention them on my channel. Please, Bruno, don't.
Yeah, but you have that phenomenon today, in which this kind of shit is getting promoted day by day, and the black woman from the West, especially, are susceptible to these influences. And you have in the other extreme, as one gentleman mentioned, you have the Candace Owens type, which is the conservative, outspoken type. I have nothing against her personally or against her views. I tend to agree with many of her views. But we men have to understand that women tend to be chameleons, and especially today, there is big money to be made on the political platform or debate. You can call yourself a conservative and you can call yourself anti-establishment, and you have followers and subscribers and so on. On the other hand, you have the black queens and the hotep sims that are men that promote the black woman to be a goddess, to be a queen, to basically say what the black woman wants to hear, to appease their egos. And frankly, they don't hold black women accountable for their choices. And I think this phenomenon as a whole, all of these factors that I've mentioned.
Bruno, I'm going to need you to fast forward it quickly so we can move on to other callers. Sorry, bro. I haven't got much time.
I'm at the end of my little comment.
Okay.
So I think the whole picture of these things really had made the black woman not only choose the worst of men, but have degenerated our community in this way.
I totally agree with that, Bruno, which is the topic of the live stream today. Personally, I'm not here to save anyone. So, if you don't take in my information and you still want to date women in this country, that's your problem, to be honest. That is your problem, because there is so much info out there. Anyone who has a brain, who has eyes, can see that what's happening in the West is not right. So if you want to continue playing along, being ignorant, that's on you. Okay?
Yeah.
Content like mine is to awake you guys. Make your money, live a life of sensibility, stay away from bad people, speak with like-minded people, get your passports, travel frequently, and that is how you should live your life from now on. Okay? Bruno, I'll come back to you later on. I want to move on to someone else. Yeah, but thanks for that, bro. I appreciate that monologue. You're a very intelligent person. We need to set up that one-to-one live stream later on down the line, okay? Thank you, Bruno.
Thank you.
Okay, let me go back to Big Boss. You still there, bro? Big Boss. My UK brother, Big Boss, are you still there? Looks like he's not. Big Boss, are you there? Nope. All right, guys, call in. Can we get some new callers in? Call in right now, brothers. Any questions, let me know. Speak about the topic of the live stream and any questions you want to ask me. So please call in right now, brothers. Big Boss, are you there? Nope. I'll drop off the stream. So guys, call in. If you have any questions, call in. I got a few spaces on my panel. So call in. Let me go back to Joe L.
Yeah. What do you recommend for jobs or careers for people who want to be overseas?
Sorry, can you say that again, please?
Like people who want to, just be more remote, and obviously I can't be like a plumber or like a trade kind of job back home. Like, what do you? I know you said crypto, but like you also need money to invest to start making profits in crypto. What do you recommend for people who want to kind of get started?
Good question. So I'd say work in fields. Let me put yourself on mute, Joe.
Yep.
So work in fields that will earn you a lot of money and give you power. What are these fields? These fields will also allow you to travel remotely or work remotely, whatever. That's law. So I encourage brothers to become lawyers, because the law runs the world and governs what we do in this world. Politics, another a powerful industry to go into. IT, we all need IT. Right now, we are all on computers. So if you can learn software engineering, if you can learn any other IT field, That's also very important. And IT is also an industry that can make you work remotely. The other field is finance. Money rules this world. So I encourage brothers to become stockbrokers, accountants, bookkeepers, because money ultimately is what powers this world currency. I want to see brothers working in the treasury one day, head of treasury, making moves, setting policy. The last one is two things actually. So own a business, own an online business, such as digital marketing, insurance. Brother here is saying cybersecurity training as well. So there are many fields that everyone's put in the chat as well. The last one is medicine. Try and become a lawyer or a doctor, even a nurse, because I met a male nurse that traveled all around South America, and this guy was making a lot of money, over six figures, and he was American too. So try and go into those industries, Joe, and you are pretty much set for life once you get 1 year experience in those industries. Go on, Joe.
Yeah, that's. I was actually looking into digital marketing, Vanta Black. So I don't know if you guys have any recommendations for courses to sign up for or stuff like that. Because I'm doing tech now, but I've noticed my current job, I can't really do a lot of remote work, and the pay overseas isn't as high as it is in the States.
Okay, Vanta Black, can you please post some links for digital marketing training for Joe L? That would be much appreciated. Thank you, bro. So Joe L, look out for Vanta Black's links for digital marketing. Do you have any more questions, Joe?
Yeah, I kind of want to touch on that Candace thing again, but if we've already, touched on that a few times, that's cool too. She's definitely saying things that people want to hear. I always stay away from people that are so polar to their sides. So like if you're super Democratic or super Republican, I kind of just like in one ear, out the other. And everything, I can't remember who said it earlier, but everything he said was right. I mean, she's been kicked out of other groups before. She just says things, it's like clickbait. It's like, I can't take her seriously. You can be like, pro-government, pro-nationalist, and pro the economy, conservative, but just not the way that kind of she's doing it, where she's bashing Black people, bashing Black men, just for the sake of, getting attention for herself. So I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. That's all I got.
I'm going to speak about Candace Owens in a few seconds. Jack Hove, I'm putting you on timeout because you're pissing people off, Jack Hove. Can you please change your attitude? You're going on timeout, yeah? So while you're on timeout, think about what you're doing and then come back on, okay? So with Candace Owens, right, I would rather date a Candace Owens type woman than Cardi B or Megan the WAP rapper. And let me tell you why. Although Candace could be a grifter, I would rather her be a conservative grifter than a Black woman spreading poison to other Black women. Don't you think, Joe? This comes down to what is the lesser of two evils. Do you want to date a woman who goes on TV, raps about her private parts, just pushes out degeneracy to young Black girls? Or do you want to date a woman who is potentially a grifter but comes across very well, is educated? You don't see her twerking in the middle of the street like a goddamn clown. So pick one, Joe. Who would you date?
No, you're right. You're right.
You gotta think of it that way. No one is perfect in this world, right? And we may not know what Candace Owens' true intentions is, but if you gave me the choice right now and said international passport, date a Candace Owens type woman or date a Cardi B type woman, I'm picking Candace Owens. Anyone with a right mindset would pick Candace Owens. If you don't pick Candace Owens, you need to reevaluate your life, in my opinion. So, hey, Frank Harris and E Money, call in. I need you guys to call in to speak to me about Candace Owens. So you guys are passionate about her. Just call in, guys. All right, so Joe, thanks for that. Let me go on to Stephen. What's up, Stephen?
How you doing, man? I'm new
Hey,
here. I'm new
UK brother,
still.
yeah. What you
Yeah,
saying,
I'm new.
bruv?
I'm good. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm good. um, I'm just listening in, pretty much. So, bro,
Hey,
I'm. Nah, I'm just asking it. What's so funny?
no, we don't really get a lot of UK brothers. One of
Oh,
my
is
main
it? Oh, no,
audiences
no, no.
is it's mostly American brothers, which is fine with me, because American brothers need this message. I have a lot of Black American friends, and I tell them, get your passports, man. All around the world, women like you, and they're having a good time in their lives. So, quick question for you, Stephen. I've got three questions for you actually. How did
What's
you
up?
find my channel?
Do you know what? I
Speak
was
about the
just
topic of the live stream,
mm,
and tell me any questions you have for me. So carry on.
yeah, I was just trying scrolling through YouTube, yeah, and I think one of my pals, his name's KB Jones. I think he must have told me about you. So I just looked up. I was like, international passport. I was like, okay, let me just look this up. And knowing I heard your voice, I think one of your live streams, I must have watched one of your videos, last live stream. And apparently, I just noticed that, you're from the UK. I was like, wow, this is interesting. All right, let me just subscribe and, you know, let me see what's up. And the topic, I mean, like, I'll be honest with you, yeah. Most guys they're used to the regular hood chick from the block. I think that's more. How can I put it? Proximity. Most guys are more. How can I put it? More. How can I? Yeah, more used to the type of girls. The ones on Instagram shaking their bums and whatnot, compared to Candace Owens. And I swear Candace Owens, I swear she's more interested in like white dudes per se.
Yeah, I think she's married to a white dude. White-
Yeah, so I listen, no, love to her. She's intelligent. She's opinionated. She's strong. That's lovely. Like that's sweet. But
Hey, speak up
for
louder,
me,
bro. Speak up louder.
can you hear me? Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
I can hear you now. Yeah, speak louder though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can hear you.
uh, yeah. So what I'm trying to say for me, like, do you know what? It depends what you like. You know, most men. It depends where you grew up. Like for me, I'm from Brixton. I'm from South London, innit? So I'm used to them type of girls from the block. I've been dealing with them since I was young. So yeah.
Hey, you need to get your passport, Stephen, man. Nah, you're better than that. One-on-one UK brother to another UK brother. I don't deal with women in this country anymore. I just
uh,
stay on my purpose. And once I get money, I travel to meet women abroad. I just can't deal with these Keishas on the block or these feminist women. It's just not for me. And you need to consider that yourself as well, Stephen, because it's not looking too good in this country in terms of how the women are acting, rude, entitled. Um, I ain't dealing with that. I'm sorry, and
do you know
maybe
why?
that's okay with you, but carry on.
Do you know why? Do you know why? It's because we don't assert ourselves upon them. Like, bro, I'm telling you this, yeah. The amount of times I have to talk to guys, don't let your girl talk to you like that in front of me. I've got to address the situation. Like, bro, you're letting a girl talk to you like that. I don't give a fuck if she sees you with another guy. You tell her like, calm down, don't talk.
Hey,
Now that's the
man,
problem.
language, Stephen.
My bad. Apologize.
Don't
Basically, what
worry,
I'm
bro.
trying to
Carry
say
on.
is that, yeah. Basically, what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say is that certain men need to just know how to talk to women, like assert yourself as a man. Certain times I'm in a room, I see girls shine. I'm thinking, you gentlemen ain't gonna say nothing. Nah, these you just keeping quiet, just letting the girl rant, go on a performance. I'm like, you don't, because the more times you do that, you're just letting them have it. You're not saying yourself. So obviously they're gonna feel like they can talk to man anyhow they want to. And that's the problem I'm having. So for me, it's a different story. I don't make these girls just have their way. Listen. If they give me certain energy, I give it back to them. That's just that's just the way it is, isn't it? Gal from
True, but
Peckham,
so
Lewisham, Brixton.
so how do
Nah,
you deal with a ratchet chick who screams at you in public in front of everyone? You're in a restaurant and she's acting up on you. How would you deal with that without seeming like an abusive guy? How would you deal with that, Stephen?
listen, I can't lie to you. I've been in situations where I've got I had to hold her head down, yeah, and tell her to sharpen it. Like
In
like
public?
you gotta be yeah, man. Like, and you know, let me explain to you. This is obviously if it's in Lewisham and people around, obviously there's a lot of black people around, and they just noticing she's acting a bit crazy, yeah. And obviously I'm holding her by her head, not like firm, not like I'm not trying to fight. I'm like, yo, calm down, because you're acting like a bitch. Oh, apologize. I'm sorry about that. Basically, and it seems, they respond better. So, you know, it's weird because it seems like they kind of like that. See, I've noticed something. They in the wars, they like to know what's this guy really about. Now, if you're that calm and collective type of guy and you're with these type of Keishas, they will test you. They'll think that he seems like he's softy, someone that can just push back. So they will test you. So it's up to you if you just want to assert yourself. You know, I ain't saying slap them, don't do that. Be a gentleman. But
Bro, you got
girls
patience,
try
Stephen.
come.
Yeah, you got patience. I ain't
No,
dealing
no.
with that, to be honest. I straight up, I'll just tell these girls to get out of my house, and I'm done with the women in this country, bro. I'm done with UK women. I'm sorry, it's just all that stuff is too much work. It's too much work, Steve. You got to put her head down, scream. I don't deal with this with foreign women, bro. I told you I don't deal with this with German women, with women from Vancouver. I really don't. So why should I be doing this with women from my own country? It makes no sense, bro. You know, which is why I'm pushing out this passport movement, and I want more UK brothers to get my message, because I'm seeing some UK brothers out there and they look like goddamn zombies with their girlfriends, man. Nah, G, nah.
You know what? Nah. You know what? I rate that. No, I rate what you're doing right here. This is something that needs to be. I thought it was only Americans doing this, but it seems like we need to do it as well, because they're getting a bit influenced from these Nicki Minaj's and the Cardi B's and whatnot. And
Oh, yeah.
it's I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's becoming a problem now. Like 5 years ago, it was a bit calm, but it's just becoming a problem now. I'm thinking to myself, I got money to spend, but I can't spend it on these lot no more. Like, these lot taking the piss.
Hey, you know that. So I must have saw. Hey, make sure you speak a bit louder though, bro, because we can't really hear you. But I was watching.
Yeah,
I
of
saw a
course, of
clip
course. All
from
right, sorry about that.
BK.
Yeah.
I saw a clip from BK chat, and that just confirmed to me that the women in our community are just, ugh. I don't want to deal with that, to be honest. The screaming, the weave. You know, none of them seem to be going to the gym, and you come across a lot of sisters like that. In Germany, you come across good looking, feminine, fit black woman. So why should I be dealing with this kind of woman when I'm a high value dude? I got my affairs in order. I'm not spending money on these women. I'm sorry, you know? I can't I can't do that, bro. So right now, I'm keeping sane. I'm encouraging brothers to do that as well. Stay on your purpose, make your money, invest in stocks, crypto, have an online business, work a good job, stay focused, make your money here in pounds or dollars, spend it abroad, travel frequently. Germany is not too far from us, and German women love UK brothers. You know, we got to start using these kind of
Yeah, I
opportunities.
went. I was in.
I'll carry on. Yeah, sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, I was in Frankfurt at mine for like 3 months, and yeah, German women, they love off UK dudes. I know that, like, bro, I get love everywhere. If I travel Italy or Germany, there's always love there. Like, it's a different vibe. They just I don't know. They just tend to just it's not a difficult problem. They don't even speak English, but they try to communicate better with me. They go out, it's lovely, it's easy. And the girls here, it's always politics with them. It's like I've got they gotta know my star sign, know my background. I'm like, what is this? Is this an interrogation or interview? Like,
It's crazy. What you were in Germany for 3 months, for what?
Yeah, 3 months, man. Frankfurt
For
am
what?
Main. I'm staying with some girl.
See,
Huh?
there you go. This is what I'm talking about. We need more UK brothers to know what happens abroad, because a lot of brothers I know are so fixated on the local hood girl from the block. I'm like, she is not the oyster of the world.
You
You
know
do
why?
realize that there are women in Germany, right? In
No,
Africa.
but
It's crazy.
yeah, but you know what it is? It's proximity. You see, I tell you this. Most of the gentlemen here, they have no choice. Like I'm saying, there's certain guys, they can't afford the time to travel out, or they the situation is different, so they're gonna have to settle with you know Shannon or you know Rebecca or some gal from and and that's the problem. And it's this whole wave of this feminist I don't need a man nonsense is coming over here. I'm having discussion with these dumb girls with colored hair talking about like the N word ain't shit. And I'm thinking, what? And these girls don't know nothing. Like they're just stupid. They're the most enrolled. Don't get me wrong. They're working, but certain things they say, I just question them. Like, well, who gave you all this way of thinking? Like, babes, like, comport
It's
yourself,
crazy.
act appropriately, man.
It's
Just
crazy, Stephen.
act
You
normal.
got grown brothers and sisters acting like teenagers. Um, Personally, I wouldn't date a sister who says the N word, and if she refers to me as the N word, that relationship is over. I kind of have respect. I have full respect for myself. Either you call me by my name, a brother or king, or that relationship is over. And the way the women in this country act, especially in London, I'm not dealing with it. So I avoid a good chunk. I avoid a good chunk of these women. I go on Hinge. The requirements, what they say, is ridiculous. You know, I I don't like men. Men are trash. Okay, but the phone you're using, a man made it. The car you drive, a man invented that. The TV you watch, a man invented that. Netflix, the service you love so much, guess who created it? Two men. So if you hate men so much, I expect you not to be using any male products. Let's see how you're gonna survive in life without any male created products. It's
Bro,
ridiculous.
bro. That's what I'm saying. These girls don't know what they're saying. They just say things I heard these girls say that, oh, racist police. We should just kill them all. I'm like, calm yourself. You're the same girls that'll be calling the police if something goes wrong. So that's the thing. I just noticed they just talk shit. They just talk shit. Anything they think of just comes out their head. I mean, comes out their mouth. Anything they think of. It could be something stupid, and they'll just say it. And I'm just noticing the type of talking points they make as well. Like, God, shut up. Just shut up. Like, just shut up. Just calm down and just keep quiet. Let
Bro,
the men talk, man. Let the
for
men
your
talk.
sanity, keep away from these women, because I know what I'm doing by not dealing with any UK women, and I don't care what people take that as, but I am protecting my own sanity. I'm stacking up. I know that once the borders open up, I'm traveling to Germany ASAP, because I'm not wasting any of my time, any of my money dealing with any UK woman. And what's worse is, it seems like women who are not from the UK that travel to the UK start adopting the UK mentality and the feminist mentality, and it poisons them. So that tells me that I can't bring any foreign woman to my country. You know, so brothers need to have an escape plan, you know, which is why I'm encouraging a lot of black men to invest in stocks and crypto. So in 5 years, in 10 years time, you have money to control your life, to travel anywhere and live in any country in the world permanently. Because I'm sorry, I can't deal with these women anymore. I don't care how that sounds. I'm so frustrated with them. You know, most of my life, dealing with these women, it has been a pain. You know, she can't choose between me and another guy. She tells me, I'm thinking, you told me you liked me. Now you're telling me that there's another guy in the picture and you can't choose between me and him. You know, why am I dealing with that? It's just too much factors that just pisses me off. So I'm done with them, bro. And for your sanity, can you please stop dealing with them? Get in touch with me on Instagram, Twitter. We can definitely discuss what's happening in the UK because I feel like brothers in the UK are lost. They're out here looking like the zombies from The Walking Dead. Just no, they're not thinking. You know, they are bowing down to
You
their
know what, bro?
demands. Yeah,
You see, it's like we value the vagina too much. Like, it gets to a point where like certain men will take the women's side. So even though you're creating this movement here, which is profitable to the black men of the UK, it's like you're gonna get some pushback. Like you're gonna get guys that will have a different view than what you're doing. They'll start saying that you can't handle the women from the UK. That
yep,
you're
yep.
beta. You can't handle the
I made a video about
you
that.
know
You know, shaming, shaming me
you know.
for no.
But
Yeah, I've actually got some pushback on it. You know,
yeah,
I've told people in my life that I don't deal with women here. I travel. I'm like, oh, you can't handle UK women. You're not strong. Blah blah blah. I told them, yeah, I don't want to handle masculine women. I want to be with a feminine woman. So what exactly is wrong with that? So, bro, I don't really care what they think. To be honest, I don't care. You know, if these guys want to deal
uh,
with
uh,
UK women, that's fine. If you want to call me any names, you can't handle a strong woman. Blah blah blah. You're weak. Okay, fine. You do what you want. Let me travel. Let me travel in peace. And deal with my own woman. Hold on, James Davis. Yeah, hold on. Hey, one last point, Stephen. I'll come back to you afterwards.
okay.
Come on, Stephen. You have one last point.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm sorry. So yeah, so basically, I'm just saying you need to prepare yourself because you might get some pushback because there's always these gentlemen that want to simp for these females, and there's a lot of them. There's a whole bunch of them, I guarantee you. And in fact, I've got some pushback in real life because of these situations. They feel like they need to, carry their cape, and save the hoe and pretty much defend them. And funny thing enough, these girls still don't respect them because they're more interested in the, how can I put it, the fool. Because I'll be honest with you, I've done my bits in Brixton. I've done illegal stuff I'm not proud of, and I've been around. I'm different now. I'm trying to get into crypto. I work a good job. I'm earning good,
Yeah.
legit money now. So I'm not trying to involve myself in none of that no more. So,
Do you know what? Yeah, one advice for you: stay away. What the? Stay away from bad people. Stay away from people who who don't benefit your life, and that includes women as well, because a lot of guys get in trouble by what a woman tells them to do that, or you're not a real man. You don't need to do that, Stephen. You know, stay on your purpose. I'm happy that you're getting into crypto. I've got a few crypto coins for you to invest in. Wrote some recommendations. So get in touch with me on Twitter or on Instagram, and we can discuss that further. I want as much brothers to invest in stocks and crypto.
sweet.
Crypto will make a lot of brothers rich in the next 5 to 10 years. And I'm hoping everyone in this stream becomes millionaires in 5 or 10 years. But Stephen, thank you for calling in. I'm gonna put you on mute and I'll come back to you later on. Yeah. Awesome. Obstacles to opportunity. What's up, bro?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Hey, it's been a crazy stream, brother. Crazy stream. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great. I can't complain. I'm overseas.
Where you at, bro?
So currently I'm in Tel Aviv, Israel.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. All right. I've got questions for you, bro. How's it going there so far? How's the woman treating you there?
So it's still a conceptual West type ecosystem, but there definitely is a good population of Ethiopian women. So I'm doing great. I'm doing awfully fine. And especially the Ethiopian women stay within their culture. Even if you deal with the Israeli women, there are some pros and cons, but nevertheless, it's definitely a different game than what you deal with stateside. I lived overseas for 16 years now, ever since I was 18. So I had massive different experiences.
Have you dealt with a few Israeli women in Israel so far?
Yes. I had one that was not Ashkenazi Jew, which is more like a European descendant, but more so from the Middle East descendant. There's like two different types. So she was great. She was definitely good to go.
Okay.
I was in the military for 7 years, and then I got out, and I'm doing overseas contracting work. So therefore, I just continue to be overseas.
Hey, that's what's up. So in Israel, is it more of cold approaching or online dating in Israel?
They do a lot of online dating, but also at the same time, you go out in Tel Aviv and jog on the boulevard, which is like right by the beach, and you meet massive amounts of people. They're definitely excited about you to see where you're from. And of course, I kind of just cut the mustard once they know I'm not a basketball player or something of this nature, because those are a couple of guys like that here. But they also think it's very interesting for a black man to be out here.
Damn. Okay, this is some good game. Okay, thank you for calling in, brother. This overseas contracting work you're doing, is this something that brothers can do themselves as well? Brothers like us?
Yeah. So I also give shout outs to brothers and show them how they can work overseas and how they can actually not only just travel overseas, but land these jobs, especially being Americans overseas in many different type of industries. So always try to get them into that. I love your channel. I support what you say. Invest in not only in cryptocurrency, but invest big time in real estate. It's been the biggest vehicle I use to financial wealth and financial independence. And definitely, I think it's important for people to stay on their purpose. I would love to keep kicking it with you, brothers, and spitting more knowledge, because I got a couple different comparison stories, not only from just, like I said, Israel, Asia, South America, and I've been all over the place. But the experience has been vastly different, I'll tell you that. And I dealt with, of course, let me just put this marker in there. I dealt with American black chick continuously at all levels, military, as far as diplomats, as far as even just contractors themselves. And no matter what the case is, the scenario is, who hurt you? Oh, you can only do this overseas. You can't do this stateside. Well, like I said, my currency as a black male is more high overseas. So I'm just going to switch my marketplace value and go over somewhere where I'm high in demand, period.
Hey, this is some good intel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure me as well and other brothers on the live stream as well. I'm assuming Stephen, Zach, Mr. International, and people watching. We want to know more about working overseas. So, how did you start working overseas? What kind of job do you do? And what advice would you have for me and other brothers to go into overseas work? What kind of jobs do we have to work and all that stuff?
Got you. So one of the things I do emphasize, I know some people are going to be like, what? Black males, particularly in American history, have been able to do quite well for themselves historically by just joining in the military. Now, I know that's not for everybody, but once again, I'm not telling you to join the Marine Corps and get on the front lines. You got Air Force, you got Navy. Those guys are usually in the rear with the gear. Once you transition out of jobs like that, or even if you don't, there's so many jobs from education, teaching English. It's high in demand, especially in South America in particular. I had like literally grown men of families with beautiful daughters try to get me in their family just so they could, so I could teach their daughters English and other things in sort. So that's one industry that's just super easy. Europeans from just Europe always do that in large mass. They usually have those jobs unlocked. That's an introductory. And also at the same time, I use different types of websites for job hunts and job seekings, and you'll be surprised by all the jobs from warehousing to security that you have overseas and abroad. Most people just don't search for those types of jobs. And the good thing about these jobs is I don't pay any taxes. I haven't paid taxes in 15 years to the United States, even though I've been paid overseas by these American companies, just because I have tax exclusion from foreign income. So it's definitely been a great pro. And then also, like I said, you just shop overseas. I apply all the time for Tesla jobs overseas. I apply for Google job overseas, Amazon job overseas. And, they have different types of jobs from warehousing, from security, etc. So I think it's very important that when you go to websites to actually, job hunt and then get a job hunter, you definitely ask them to look overseas for you. I usually pay for a job hunter back at the beginning of my career to get overseas. But we could continue to chop it up and then just build out a show or platform so I could just provide more links and content, because I like to show brothers how to, versus just telling them, oh man, look at me, I'm overseas and I'm doing it big. I want to show you step by step, because that's what YouTube's for, a how-to platform.
Definitely. Dude, please, can you get in touch with me on Twitter or Instagram?
Yes,
and I'd
sir.
like to definitely speak to you about this opportunity. And I think we can definitely set up a live stream to speak about, getting jobs overseas, living there, brothers creating their lives for themselves overseas, what industries to work in. Because I know IT is a big field to work overseas with. I'm assuming you work in IT or something like that.
Yeah. And they definitely have massive amounts of good jobs in IT. So, just go into Google search. There's so many vocational schools. They're coming back in the flavor. So 4-year degrees, even though people still get them, I think it's good to cut the mustard, get inside the industry, get your certificates, and then launch yourself for jobs there. And that's the best pathway, is to just focus on new certs, get your cert in jobs that are economically feasible, that have a high marketplace value. And then, like I said, certs only take like 6 months, right? And the actual, amount of money that you have to pay is like almost like $9 a month. Even Google certs, they teach people specific jobs and skill sets that Google requires. And then, like I said, you just do that job, and they have massive amounts of posts overseas, even in Germany. And of course, the UK have massive data centers over there. They have massive data centers in Australia. They have a great large data center in South Africa. So all these different types of jobs and opportunities are available to you. And not only just in a sexual marketplace, but in an economic marketplace, your actual American nationality has a high demand. I used to do videography, and I was landing jobs in like Paraguay just because I was American. They assumed that I was amazing at videography. They didn't even see my portfolio or my gallery. They were just like, hey man, how much do you cost? And they were just like, oh man, we're going to buy your services. You're American, huh? And then I'm like, yeah. And they're like, hey man, I'll pay you to do this commercial. I'll pay you to do this and that. So it's just the extensive amounts of marketplace value in an economic sense, in an educational sense. It just looks like it's at a high cost in other countries across the world. They really do respect America in massive amounts of ways that people don't even actually consider. Especially if you're just born and raised in, Baltimore, Maryland, like I was, you really wouldn't know that massive amounts of people across the world see Americans, especially Black Americans. It's almost wow.
Crazy. Thanks for that intel, dude. We definitely need to get in touch on social media, so please reach out to me. So what countries have you, actually tell me the best countries you've been to in terms of how women treated you the best,
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
And sorry if any brothers think I'm hogging the show or anything like that. I would respect other brothers too on here.
It's cool.
Also,
It's cool.
okay. Okay. So when you say about those countries, man, it's hard when you try to pinpoint them, right? So I've been to so many. I've been in like 60, and I lived in almost 25 countries. So if you really try to pin it down, I'm going to give you a different dynamic. I'm going to give you Africa, Asia, and South America. And then if I have to give you like a Eurasian or European country, I will. But in Asia, I'm going to give you Thailand. And then when I go down to Africa, I'm going to give you Kenya or South Africa. And then when I go to in Uganda, I know those three. And then when I go to South America, I'm going to give you Brazil and Paraguay. And I had to give you two. And you said, what's the difference, correct?
Yeah, in terms of, so
how they treat me, etc.
Yeah.
So
carry on. Yeah.
So I was raised by a single mother. I was born in a matriarch for almost like a couple generations. Even though there was great men in my family, they were kind of foreshadowed by the matriarch. But
no, I mean, like in terms of
I'm about to tell you right now. So I said that to say this: when I went overseas, like especially in Brazil, when I started noticing the difference, right? I knew there was something wrong with me because I would like have an experience with my Brazilian girlfriend, right? And she would just treat me with massive amounts of respect. Even my other friend he didn't understand it. I'd be like, man, I don't want a girl without no scars. She never been through nothing. She's not rough and tough and all this other stuff, right? And then little did I know, especially in Brazilian culture, I remember the girl told me, in our culture, we were born to learn that the man is the great man of our family. And I never heard something so positive and strong about a male and the respect that they had for the male in particular. Like, even if they were just not only dating him, but even just friends. And the experience I had was with my friends, I would bring her, right? And she wouldn't be cutting jokes and acting crazy like us. She would be reserved, right? She would not even speak into the conversation. My friend was like, my Black American friend was like, what's wrong with her? Why isn't she speaking with us and laughing? And yada, yada, yada. But when she got around her female friends, then she would engage, right? But if she was with us guys, she would just be very reserved and very respectful the whole time. So not only in just the relationship, where even when I was in places like Japan or Asia, I used to go out, or in the morning I would wake up, my laundry was washed, folded. I had some miso soup ready for me, and I had everything already taken care of. I mean, even to the point where, my Japanese girl wanted to wash my back when I was in the shower. She wanted to service me and take care of me. And a lot of females in my experience continuously said, a man has to deal with a lot. You have to go outside and take on the world. And when you come home, the biggest thing that I can offer you is peace. Peace, calm, and no confrontation, because you have enough confrontation, even in an economical sense. So that was my biggest experience, is that a lot of these different countries from, like I said, Asia, from Japan and Thailand, from Brazil and Paraguay, right? Into Kenya and Uganda. Not so much Africa, because they got that feminist wave coming in South Africa, so it's kind of getting ridiculous. But for the most part, there was not that contention, that fight, that warfare back. Like you said, you got to be a strong man to handle me. That was not really a thing. Like I said, once again, these women were raised and, respected men. Especially even if the man was not a goddamn Bill Gates. The man didn't need to be, six-pack abs, 8 inches, and then take over the world and wrestle alligators and elephants for his life. He was just an average man, and that was good enough for them, especially if he was that provider and protector that, of course, females so desire. So once I started noticing that and experienced that, when I would go back to stateside, women would say, I'm independent, I'm bad as hell, look at how good I am. And I would say, well, when I was in South America, when I was in Japan, when I was in Africa, women did have those things, but they weren't vocal about them. That was just like, of course, right? If I'm like, I gotta take care of myself. But they wouldn't gloat about it. They wouldn't push it on you. They wouldn't tell you that they didn't need you. You weren't valuable. They would let you know that every morning. So once I just knew that experience and had that experience, when I came back stateside anytime, I did not waste time with Tinder. I did not talk to one female because I knew that there was a better marketplace and I did not have to purchase. America need not apply. And a lot of conception of West places can be like that. But when you go overseas, gentlemen, it's the experience and time of your life. Don't let them teach you. Don't do it. It's not good. You ain't got what it takes.
I've got a few questions for you. What is your name actually? Because your name's quite hard to say. What's your tag name or something?
Okay. But I just do obstacles to opportunity. That's just
do you have a shorter name I can call you?
Yeah, you could say opportunity.
Opportunity. Hold on. Jack Hove, this is for you directly. Take it easy. Can you stop making people angry on the live stream? I will not block you, but I will put you on timeout again. Take it easy. Chill out. Just stop pissing people off, okay? All right? Or I will put you on timeout again and again and again. Awesome. So opportunity. I want to break down the continents. So Africa, you said Uganda, Kenya, and what was the other country?
It was South Africa.
So I've heard that the feminist wave is taking over South Africa.
Yes.
Let's leave South Africa at the moment because we don't want to go to countries where feminists.
The feminist wave there, yep.
Is it that bad in South Africa?
Yeah, it's pretty bad, man. That's why I said I like South Africa, but I kind of took it off the placard because it is pretty bad.
But how is it even in Africa in the first place? How is it in South Africa, knowing their history with apartheid? Why is it even a thing in South Africa?
Well, I mean, it's a thing just because it's.
I think I know. You know, it's quite dangerous there for women. So I think I kind of know why it's there. If you know what I'm talking about. So let's not get too deep into it because YouTube can mess up my channel. So let's speak about your experiences in Kenya and was it Uganda?
Yeah. Okay.
So the women there were very feminine, right?
Yeah. So when I arrived in Kenya, I took some time to try to just, go there before I wanted to start a business. And, it's not just the women, but people are very friendly there, like across my experience, even just the men, especially just smiles and very nice experience across the board. But when I started to just, of course, get into the market, right, and, date, the demands of being this guy, I always saw in America, you needed this swag, this coolness element, right? It's like, God dang, no matter what level I am, I always have to have swag at every moment. And overseas, I saw that women did not demand that, especially in Kenya. So my earlier experiences were great. I mean, I had women, definitely after I've met them and of course just chatted them up. It's nothing crazy. I did not have to have this game, read a book on how to talk to these women. It was mostly just my experience from dealing with, immigration or dealing with, business corporations to incorporate my company. It was just average women that I met along the way. And in the dating experience, it's really just to get to know you, experience what type of person you are. And even I remember a girl came over and she was like, yeah, we could have a chill time. And she came over and she was like, I'll make some ugali for you. It was like, African cuisine. She definitely took care of not only just the Airbnb or the hotel I was staying in. She just, really got to know me on a personal level. And the family, man, I tell you, my girl from Kenya, her family and her mother is just amazing, right? I came into her life and her mom contacts me. Of course, she's like, oh, I can't wait till you come back to the village. Well, where their farmland is at and experience it in Kilimanjaro. It's just a great experience. The family's welcome, even the father. It's just also, too, like you said, you have that American male currency, which is just valuable to them also. But nevertheless, They're very respectful. I know a brother that I work with out here in Israel. He has a Kenyan girlfriend, and he raves about her like 24/7. He's like, and he's a brother, older gentleman. He's like, man, I can't wait till I go back, my brother. I just came, man. My girlfriend picked me up at the airport, had my belly filled, and kind of like Kevin Samuel said, I have had that experience, even with arguments, even like I said with the Kenyan girl, and even with even some of my Eastern European women that I used to date. It would be like, we'll have an argument, and then I'm looking for the heat the next day, right? I'm like, where's the smoke at? And she's like, good morning, how are you doing? And then it's like, wait, what? We just had an argument. Aren't we, man?
All
Aren't
right.
we about to go? No.
I'm going to cut you off the opportunity. I'll come back
Yeah,
to
go
you so I can speak to you about Asia. Let me go on to James Davis. He's been very patient, James. How you doing, James?
Good, good. Thanks for the opportunity. Just quickly, again, giving you props, International. I've followed you, and your space is growing, and you're getting more interesting guests like the brother opportunity. So just kudos to you. Okay.
Thanks for that, bro.
Yeah. Just quickly, I just wanted to kind of give a 30,000 foot look, right? In many instances, we talk about, when I say 30,000 foot look, it's like, you know, a pilot's always looking to get to 30,000 feet, right? Seatbelt comes off. The plane is at its best efficiency level to burn fuel. And I use that analogy because we as Black men have to understand that what's happening in these imperialistic countries, such as Great Britain and the United States, is by design. And if you notice how the woman is becoming what she is, and we as Black men in that hierarchy or where we are is by design. And so when you start to look at 82%, for example, of all families in the United States are raised by single moms. Nothing wrong with that. But we as Black men are raised as boys to see.
Nothing wrong with that. There's everything wrong with single motherhood.
No, nothing at all. But I'm just letting you know that what happens is that we are a lot more sensitive in many instances with this female as we go through our raising by our mom. We get into school, close to 68%, 70% of our educators are women. If we get to the college level, it's even like 74%. And so what we have to understand is that you can go to Tokyo, Mexico, anywhere. I've been on every continent except for Antarctica. Okay. And I can tell you right now, the brother said it earlier, we as men have to put the stops on. Women by nature are followers. They're submissive. If you cannot articulate and demand the respect, not just from women, but from anyone, you will lack the sense of control of any situation or circumstance. I can't tell you to begin where, you know, places that I've been and men have told me, hey, listen, don't come here and F up the curve. And I asked the dude, what does that mean? When I was in Santiago in Chile, so a lot of guys come over here and they're a little bit sensitive, a little too soft. I mean, you go anywhere else in these development countries, they purposely are keeping their hierarchy and their strength as men. Women here are the same way. I had to look at myself deep inside and say, well, you know, it's better somewhere else. And then I came back with a sense of more insight about my intelligence and accepted around the world, command of 2 other languages fluently. And I realized that we as men have to strengthen ourselves. If you're in the presence and you're a high quality man, and that doesn't mean that you wear a suit or you have gone to college, but the fact that you can hold an intelligent conversation, you can counter when someone's telling you something that's not wrong about yourself. When you're able to let people know what you are in whatever space you're in, people will respect you no matter where you are. And so I want to start out with that because this world is changing with an imperialistic mindset. So, for example, someone mentioned earlier, South Africa, right? So the reason why South Africa is changing like that is it's the wave of technology. It's the wave of imperialism. You know, you got to look at Mandela and his wife, right? His Mandela wife was very strong. She set a presence very early, not too long ago, within the last 20 years before, you know, right before his death, that women can run and operate things with strength. And in even some instances be killers like she was. And so they look at that, you know. So what I'm saying is that whether you go to Tokyo, Mexico, or anywhere, you're going to find that that imperialism over the next 10 to 15 years through the help of technology, women are starting to become more independent. Women are starting to become more about themselves than men. But I can let you know, if you're a man of strength and confidence, and you know what you are and what you're doing, you can always have a woman do what you want to do.
Yo,
So that's
playing
just a.
songs? Was that your phone or something?
I don't. Yeah, I just saw. Yeah, it was just a ping that just came in. Excuse me.
Okay.
But I turned it off. But I guess what my point is that, you know, look, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I got back from San Andreas in Colombia. Got so tired of going to Cartagena, Medellin. I had to get away with a friend of mine. And if anybody knows Colombia, San Andreas is on the Pacific coastline. It's a very small line and actually has the largest inhabitants of people of color, because that's where the earlier slaves were. And when I got there, I found that the women were a lot more submissive and a lot more embracing than they were 25 years ago when I was in Medellin, 15 years ago when I was in Cali. And that's because of consumerism, imperialism, and this mindset is letting people know the hierarchy of the way people are seen in these more developed countries. And soon it's going to happen in other countries. But, you know, like this brother that's talking about, you know, traveling around the world and having his new skill sets being in technology, knowing exactly when he goes to a country what jobs to apply for, investing in real estate. Men are seen as individuals and humans of abundance, security, and intelligence. When you have those three things, including your health, that's recognizable anywhere on the planet. And this is why white males know who they are wherever they go. I understand the color barrier, but you'll never see a white man in many instances feel that he's apologetic under business circumstances and in environments where he knows he's strong. We have to maintain that same mentality.
Mm-hmm.
And when someone's disrespecting us, we can politely counter with good communication skills and let people know where we stand. When we command that as men of color, we can go anywhere at any time on this planet.
I like that, James.
Yeah, just a thought.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I was saying earlier in the stream, that, you know, although it's all good and well for us to travel to meet foreign women, you know, we've got to take it to the next step. You know, can we make these countries that we are treated so well with these women, can we build it up? Can we set like our own base there where, you know, we can make money there, create our own businesses there, you know, bring in brothers all around the world who want to travel. That is essentially the next step. And it's all about, you know, having money, having your affairs in order, having a good career, you know, working in a good industry. That's what I want to see brothers doing. That is essentially the next step, which is why this year I've been pushing crypto and stocks heavy. And
absolutely,
very soon, I will have a stream about cryptocurrency, because from what I've heard about cryptocurrency, that is going to make a lot of people rich, filthy rich. And if everyone in this live stream becomes millionaires by cryptocurrency, that's 47 people in this stream who can become millionaires. That is good for the passport community, because we have money to go anywhere we want to. We can create our own businesses. We can connect with other black men to set up businesses. That is the plan. You know, it starts from a small movement to a bigger movement. And then we would then see other black men who look at us and see, oh, wow, he's doing well. And then we can actually help out other black men to make money and to, you know, invest and all that stuff. So that is the plan. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well said. And I just want to touch on one point with that on the cryptocurrency side. It's really about resources. You know, if we were cavemen and we had fire and the other cavemen to the left didn't, everybody would be in our cave, right? If we had things to eat, we were plentiful, right? And offering opportunity, everyone will have the opportunity to come to you. And I think at one time you saw people of color, we had that. Unfortunately, throughout time, it got kind of lost in the sauce. I really believe that we lost our toolage from people such as conversations like this. You know, the opportunity to learn and nurture ourselves from other men who have done well. There's been a void in that for the last 30 to 45 years. We have lost what they call his story. That's history, right? There was a time when you sat down and you actually listened firsthand from someone within your immediate family how to go about something in order to be good at it or to be the best at it. It wasn't up until after integration happened where all of a sudden we became independent and started to leave our weaker to think that we could become more independent on our own. When we did that, we lost our sense of community. And so as men, we were lost, not totally, but empirically speaking. And
I agree with that, James. I'm gonna have to move on to the next caller, but we should definitely get in touch on social media. And I want to do a live stream with you because you are a very intelligent brother, and we can definitely push ideas out to brothers to get their lives in order. You were saying there's a disconnect between the old generation and the new generation, and I definitely agree with that. But we can start now by building, by getting into crypto and stocks and starting online businesses. So that's why I'm pushing out crypto heavily to brothers, because that will make a lot of brothers rich. But thank you for calling in, James. I will come back to you.
No problem. XRP, Ripple.
Definitely. All right, thanks, bro. All right, let me go on to Mark Lowe. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing well. I know I mentioned earlier that I had some resources for the brothers in respect to the live stream and what we're talking about now. I wanted to know if we're going to be staying on a certain topic, which is crypto or anything else that the topic is on, or if we can keep doubling back to, you know, Keisha and not worrying too much about what the American BW is doing.
Let's keep doubling back to Keisha, because that was the topic of the stream.
Okay, no problem. So you know, there are some resources that I do have for the brothers to share. This was a YouTuber, by the way. I do support other YouTubers or other content creators. So when they do come out with merchandise or books in this certain case, I help them out, you know. This is the Ratchet's Rogue, a brother's analysis on the modern Black American Jezebel. It is a very good book that, you know, it teaches or shows, not teaches, it shows certain aspects of this so-called community. And there are chapters dedicated to not just Keisha, but, you know, her minions, including this guy. There's a chapter completely dedicated to what we're trying to separate ourselves from, or from being, which is the simp. This is what you don't want to be, and this is why we're here discussing better financial options for ourselves and passport options. There's also this book from a brother from your neck of the woods, International Passport. This is a UK brother. His name is Verbs, and he's written this book, Negro Wars, a short and critical examination of the modern day Black woman. In our case tonight, Keisha. So if you guys can pick up any of these books, they're rather entertaining, but they're also educational because they do speak the truth, whether you like it or not, whether you adorn your sister, your mom, or whoever else a lot, and it's very educational, also entertaining for sure.
All right, thanks for sharing that, Mark Lowe. Do you have any crypto resources you can share as well?
Yes, I actually do. If you brothers can pick up this book, Technical Analysis Using Multiple Time Frames. Now, it's not crypto related, but of course, it's chart related. So, if you can learn how to read charts, you can do so in cryptocurrency. Which I wanted to say, I was a long, well, still am, a long investor, and I was always, up until today, quote unquote, scared of cryptocurrency. Not that I haven't dealt with it, I've been dealing with it for years, but only for the buying and selling of goods and services. But as far as investing in it, I was very scared because I believed that, no offense, whenever something was to get to the mainstream and a certain group of people would talk about it, or it would possibly show up in rap songs, hip hop music, that the government would come in and shut it down. I still kind of have that fear because they still want the US dollar to be king over everything, and cryptocurrencies are not as regulated as other currencies can be. But I did get in today. I went for a very, very short position in Bitcoin and Dog eCoin, and I made some scratch, and I'll continue to do so. But in order for me to get on a high level and do things on a large scale, as large as my long positions are in the stock market, we can definitely have technical analysis so we can learn how to read charts and get this money. Thank you for the time.
Hey, thank you for the resources that you shared, Mark Lowe. I appreciate that, bro. Guys, call in right now. I will be closing the stream in 10 to 20 minutes. So if you want to call in right now, please call in. This is the last slot. Call in. I'll be closing the live stream very soon. So if you can call in and, and let's speak. Let me speak to more viewers. Jack Hove, again, I put you on timeout. Stop trolling, or else the consequence could get worse. All right, stop trolling, Jack. Okay, let me go back to Miss International. You've been patient, bro. How you doing? Mr. International. Okay, looks like he's not available. Zach Hayes, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Awesome. Do you have any closing points at all?
Well, just wanted to say this. Are you two things? Are you familiar? Number one, are you familiar with Wim Hof?
Sorry?
Are you familiar with Wim Hof?
Wim Hof? No. Who's that?
So basically, that's a guy from the Netherlands, I think, to be exact, Amsterdam. He's broken plenty of world records by submerging himself into ice baths, cold temperatures. I think he ran the longest marathon in the coldest temperature near Mount Kilimanjaro. And this guy is now acknowledged worldwide for his breathing techniques all across the world. So I've been practicing Wim Hof breathing techniques and cold exposure for almost 5 years now. I haven't taken a hot shower in almost 4 years, and I just like do a lot of his breathing techniques in the cold, and his breathing techniques and his mind workshops. Like, I've been able to apply that to everyday life, like developing the mental clarity to help me become just a better person, to increase my studies, so I can attract the money that I want from, taking the crypto seriously. And in life sometimes, right, we're subjected to all of these negative, or all of these negative people, or all of this negativity around us. But sometimes I like to just go to the park around 5, 6 in the morning, you know, play some nice relaxation music and just sit down and just do some breathing techniques. And while I'm breathing, if I have my eyes closed, I like to visualize on how I want the year, to go, and how I want the next 5 years, or how I want the next 10 years. You know, and I've been doing that for about 3 to 4 years now, man. And I feel like I've developed the most mental clarity I've ever obtained in my entire life, man. You know, just being able to visualize what you want, man, manifestation, and just attract nothing but just positive energy around you, you know.
That's what's up. That's the message, Zach. Yeah, definitely right about that. You know, think positively, attract the kind of life you want to live. If you want to become wealthy, work towards becoming wealthy. Start investing in cryptocurrency right now before the actual fourth industrial revolution takes off, because every single watcher of this live stream, you guys can all become millionaires. And I mean that. You know, if you start investing right now, start putting in your paycheck, little bit of it, into crypto every month over the next 5 and 10 years, you will become millionaires. Thank you for that, Zach. Let me go back to Mr. International. You there, bro? Can't hear you. Mr. International, I can't hear you. Yeah, I'll come back to you later on, bro. Why don't you kick yourself out of the stream, then come back on? Yeah. Let me go back to Bruno Morero. How you doing, bro? Do you have any last words?
Yeah, I do have last words. Well, this has been a great stream, a great opportunity to meet and to talk about the issues that we face today in this community. Overall, the last streams that I've participated have been great because we have a very supportive community here. And you, of course, being the responsible for this platform to be put in place. We are very grateful for the work that you have been doing in this regard. About cryptocurrency, I've been invested in it since 2014. As I've said before to you personally on Twitter, I'm a very private person. I don't expose myself in social media and anything like that. But we can definitely talk about, and I can show you how I live so you know that I'm not bullshitting you, that I'm talking about reality, that I've gained substantially in this market, and that I have experienced 2018 crash. And the gentleman, Mark Lowe, in the comment section talked about, and also in the stream, that he fears that cryptocurrency will be outlawed, that will be regulated, the government will shut it down. Well, I have news for you. It can't, because the technology that is behind cryptocurrency today, it is at such stage that governments, even if they are outlawed, it has been done in Argentina, I've heard Nigeria also have been banning it, and the price in those places just gone up, because the reality is that the public is losing confidence in fiat currency, as it should be. Money printing is out of control now, and the people are gearing towards reserve value currency. So cryptocurrency at this stage, of course, do your research, educate yourself, and also study about fundamental analysis, because I've heard the gentleman talking about reading charts and so on. That is good. But the fundamentals of the coins that you invest in, those will keep you in the mid to long term. And in the mid to long term are really where the gains are at. So it was a great opportunity to be here with you. And if you do a stream about cryptocurrency, I'm available. So you can talk about it in Twitter.
Thank you, Bruno. appreciate those last words. You are a very intelligent man.
Thank
I'm
you.
happy that you found my channel because honestly, you're so smart, and definitely once we get that crypto stream going, you will definitely be involved. So that's coming very soon, and I'll definitely add you to the call for you to give your opinions on cryptocurrency. Thank you for that, Bruno. Okay, let me go on to Mr.
Yo.
Hold on, I'll come to you last. Let me go on to opportunity. Sorry, bro. Opportunity, you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I've got a question about you. Sorry, with what am I talking about? I've got a question for you regarding your experience in Asia. First question: which Asian countries have you been to?
Oh man, Thailand,
What
Korea,
else? Yeah.
Japan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan,
Okay. So
Philippines. Okay, yeah.
tell me the best countries in Asia where the woman treated you great. I'm
Okay,
guessing Japan. Japan. Okay, speak about
yeah.
Japan first.
Japan. That was my first experience of a big overseas after my tour in Iraq. So, Japan, most definitely. A very calm culture, very respectful. That was the story about the miso soup, right? Um, I believe I still have at my house. My girlfriend, she used to make these yearly books about our relationships with like hearts, kisses. They're very big in remembrance. The more Confucianist in their philosophy, and even you could call it spirituality. So they do like, of course, replicate the material, the experiences that they have for people. So she used to build out this big book of all our experiences when she came to America, when she visited my family. I mean, everything in our relationship was memorabilia that she kept, and she provided me with a copy, and it was a great experience, even in our relationship too. So, I mean, go ahead.
So, what cities would you recommend brothers to go to in Japan to meet feminine Japanese women?
I definitely would say, well, most would probably realistically will experience Tokyo, but I love Yokohama, excuse me, Yokohama, Okasa, which is an old capital back in their history. These places and these two regions particularly still have a good, a foreign stronghold. So it's not like completely rural Japan where you'll be like hard to get around, right? They and still have connectivity.
What about Osaka?
Osaka is good to go too. Yeah, Osaka. Excuse me. Thank you for mentioning that one. That's good also.
Awesome. Your experience in South Korea, how was that?
South Korea, I was mainly in Seoul. I didn't spend too much time traveling around. Definitely also another good experience. Definitely a different culture experience in that. Dealing with the individuals from the females that I've actually not only had friendships with, and I would remember that too. Even after I left from many of these places, women still tend to reach out, even in just friendship. So there was never in my history where they said, "I'm never talking to you again. You're a sucker, and I hate you." It's very amicable when you separate. And nevertheless, Korea was a great experience, a different culture, but kind of similar to the experience in Japan.
Awesome. So the women in both those countries are checking for brothers, right?
Yes, of course. There's a certain amount. There's not like all of them everywhere,
Yeah.
but nevertheless, there is a good amount in proportionate to the actual brothers that there. So there is a large supply versus the demand.
All right. Awesome. Thanks for that intel opportunity. Yeah. So please get in touch with me on Instagram or Twitter, and we'll definitely set up a live stream to speak about your intensive traveling experience and having that working abroad as well. We need that information. So
Okay.
can't wait for
Yes,
that, bro.
sir. And then can I have a closing statement? I just
Of
want to
course. Yeah. Go on, bro. Yeah. Go on.
All right, bet. Thanks, appreciate it. Shout outs to all the brothers that are here, all the family, all the men that's here. Appreciate the time, and of course, support the channel, International Passports. Support our brother, and definitely those books. I downloaded one of those to the brother who actually showed. So I just want to know that I followed up on what I'm putting. I would say this in closing, and I kind of want to wrap it around. I guess back to the more of the Black women and stuff like this in nature.
Go on. Yeah.
I understand. So it's very important for us to build value amongst ourselves and develop ourselves as men and really come into our story and who we are and what we can be. And one of my largest vehicles into just financial independence have been real estate. And I can, definitely we should link up for a channel for that, because I think that's an underrated thing that most of us don't even get into. I just signed a deal the other night with almost 850,000, and it's going to generate at least 120,000 annually. So it's ridiculous. And leveraging the type of finances that you have in America is ridiculous. I've gotten into properties with no money, period. So the opportunity is there. That's why I call my channel Obstacles to Opportunity. So what I would say is that no matter what, everywhere in the world, there's people dealing with a lot of things, and the world is harsh, right?
Yeah.
And with that being said, you can try your best to do X, Y, and Z in the United States specifically. But once again, the marketplace value overseas is undefeated. No matter what level of manhood you are at, no matter what class level you're at, no matter what level of education that you're at also, your value has increased in other marketplaces. It's no different than Forex, right? What does your money do for you in US when it's Nigerian money and compared to the US dollars? What does the pound do when it's translated into the Kenyan shillings, right? The currency is different and has different power, and the same exists for human beings. So always deal in the marketplace that's going to give you a higher return on your investment. That means yourself, you as a person, an individual, where you went to school, what's your special skill set, right? And what is the return that you're going to get from a partner, whether you're in the United States? And I'll tell you across the board, all races, net of it, is you're not going to get a large return, period, because that's just a conceptual West thing, and that's their culture. With that being said, deal in the marketplaces that give you a better return on your investment, so you could focus your mind and attention on things that will allow you to become more powerful and more stronger and link with people of like mind and like space and energy. That's the key thing. Deal in the marketplace that's going to give you a high return on your investment, so you could deal with things that are more important. Now, I end out on this. I went into Kenya. I was on a passport. I sat down with the governor of a region, me from Baltimore, Maryland, raised by a single mother, sitting with politicians from Kenya and building a factory in one of the regions that they had from the ground up. I called the shots there. I'm a king of my domain. I'm a king of my destiny and my future, and I know my marketplace value. I don't waste my time dealing with lack of returns on my investments. I deal from a powerful position, and I mess with brothers of like-minded. From the top to the bottom, you don't have to be Bill Gates to deal with me. I over opportunity across the board, net. Shout outs to your channel, International Passport, and to the brothers that are following. Let's build strong men all day, every day. Much love.
Yo, that was a great closing statement. Opportunity. Yeah, we need to link up on Instagram or Twitter. Please get in touch with me today if you can, and let's set that live stream up. Real estate,
yes,
working abroad, and of course traveling. Thanks for that, bro. Okay, let me get on to Mr. International. You're the last guy up.
Hey man, can you hear me this time?
Definitely, yeah. Do you have any closing statements, bro?
This was a legendary live stream. The guy before, man, I want you to put your YouTube channel in the comments, because I want to check you out, because actually real estate in other countries have been brought up minutely lately, but it's been becoming a bigger conversation. So I definitely want you to put your YouTube in the comments, and I just want to name some countries, just period, and then because these countries they're beautiful, so I just want to name them:
Okay.
Colombia, Brazil, Germany, Thailand, Philippines, Ethiopia. Even though the feminism, South Africa, I'm talking to this girl right now. I've been talking for a while, but the funds to get out there is kind of a little pricey. But she's pretty feminine. But yeah, South Africa, Japan, yeah, man, I would just name those. What's the joint? Poland. And there's so many places that you can go to. Croatia, I've seen Croatia pop up in there. Like, it's just beautiful places. The Czech Republic.
Have you been to these places before?
No, but I have done my research. I've been following people for a long time, and when I get my funds together, I know which countries I'm going to just off of my information that I learned.
Nice. Awesome. Hey, thanks for that closing statement, Mr. International. Appreciate that, bro. You're definitely a valuable person to this channel. Hey, Jack Hove, you gotta call in.
Hey,
yeah, go on. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
One thing real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, and like you asked me, did I travel to any of these places? All these guys that are talking, y'all some OGs to me. The country that I named, I'm pretty smart for knowing these countries at a young age. So that tells you the research that I've done through the years. That's
what's up. Yes. That we want to see more young brothers start planning a route out of the country they live in, or at least be traveling frequently to different countries all around the world. So thank you for listing those countries, Miss International. Jack Hove, yeah, you got to call in one day, Jack Hove, because it seems like you're balling here. I personally want to know more about real estate. So if you can DM me on Twitter or Instagram, and we can definitely seek to set up a live stream with opportunity, because obviously I want brothers to get into the real estate game as well. It is a valuable, a profitable market. So if we can set that up, Jack Hove, that'd be fantastic. All right, guys, please hit the like button. I'm going to close the stream now. Once again, if you're missing out my live streams or my uploads or my posts, you have not clicked the notification bell. So if you click the notification bell and set it to always, you will always see my posts on YouTube. In the meantime, again, please follow me on Twitter. And if you could then ask me any questions you want to on Twitter. Here's my Twitter over here. So follow me right there and DM me on Twitter, and I will get back to you. I am also on Instagram as well, so I will post my Instagram link in the chat as well. Where is it? I'm not charging anything. This is free game at the moment. I want to get the knowledge out to many brothers. So here is my Instagram as well. Follow me on either Instagram or Twitter. You can also see my Facebook, my private Facebook group, actually, International Passport 5. If you click on the Facebook icon on my page on YouTube, or you just go on facebook.com and type in International Passport 5, and I will invite you to my group, which is private. You get a lot of free game there as well. So thank you guys for calling in. It has been a classic live stream, almost 3 hours. I'm tired. It's pretty late over here in the UK. So I hope this live stream was helpful to all of you. Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you enjoyed this live stream. Put a 1 in the chat if you enjoyed this live stream. Awesome. Jack Hove, of course. Appreciate that, Jack Hove. Even though you were on one today. Miss International, Maurice Branch, always a supporter. Maurice Branch, please call in one day. Charles Jones, I see you, bro. You've been here for the whole 3 hours. Hey, appreciate that's my brother, Charles Jones. Thank you. The King DJ 17, thank you again. You guys, this is a great community. I'm happy that you guys are getting this free game. I know a lot of brothers out there feeling depressed, saying they can't get women, everything in their lives going right for them. They can't get the woman they want. Trust me, bro, it's not you. It's not you at all. It's the culture in your country. Get your passport, travel, stay in your purpose, acquire education, acquire knowledge, invest in stocks, invest in crypto, and just keep pushing. All right. A lot of intelligent brothers who I know, many will become millionaires. And when you become millionaires, tell me, and I'm gonna put you on the live stream here. And of course, it's going to be a great feeling for everyone. I want everyone here to become millionaires in the near future through crypto, stocks, real estate, anything legal. You guys are awesome. You know, this is a safe space for guys, for people like you, you know, to vent. You know, I'm not in the business of keeping things in. You know, speak about it. You know, if something isn't going right in your life, speak about it. You know, how brothers can help. Right now, we're encouraging brothers to buy crypto. That crypto live stream is coming. That will be one of my most important live streams ever. So do not miss that crypto live stream. And I encourage you brothers to bring in other people you know in your private lives to watch my channel and watch that crypto live stream, because it's going to be a classic. You know, we're gonna break down the crypto you need to buy, how cryptocurrency works, how to research cryptocurrency, you know, the things that you guys need to empower your lives to make you richer. Okay. Appreciate it, guys. You know, classic live stream. You know, and just to close it off, there's more to Black woman than Keisha from the block. And I mean that, you know, travel, you know, opportunity was just saying that there's Black women in Israel, Ethiopian women, you know, feminine, looking for Black American brothers. You know, it's not about America, UK. There's Black women all around the world. So think about that. You know, get your life in order, travel, get your passports. I keep pushing passports, foreign women, stocks, crypto. All right. It has been a classic live stream. This has been one of my best live streams so far. So a huge thank you to Bruno Moreira, Opportunity, Mark Lowe, Mr. International, James Davis, and every single person that called in. The King DJ 17, you didn't call in, bro. LOL International Passport, you're so right. What do you mean by that, bro? You should have called in, man. For a shout out to the King DJ 17. He's a good brother out there in Japan. You know, keep safe, bro. Everyone keep safe, keep healthy. Again, keep your mind right. Everything will be all right. You know, this is your safe space. This is your safe space. Don't you ever forget that. This safe space is for you guys. Okay? This safe space is for you guys. It's a space where we want to improve our lives, where we can talk about our problems, where we can help each other out. It all starts by communicating. So don't you ever forget that. But I need your support. I can't do it all by myself. All right? I'm International Passport. Hit the like button, guys, if you haven't already. And I will see you guys on my next video. Take care. Peace. See ya. Don't forget to hit the like button. Let's get up to 100. We need 7 more likes to 100. Can we get to 100, brothers? Or is that it? 5 more likes to 100. Five more likes, guys. Pull me to 100. Five more likes, guys. We're on 95, 96 now. Give me 4 more likes to 100. Two more likes. 2 more likes to 100. Come on, guys, you can do it. 2 more likes to 100. If you've not liked the video, like it now before I end the stream. Or 1 more like to 100. 101 or 100, 101, 102. Hey, appreciate that, guys. All right, see you. Take it easy, everyone. See you on my next live stream.